We're at a warehouse here in Texas, and we're unboxing this brand new air conditioning system.
All right, everybody. Happy, what's today? It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Welcome back to another episode of Full Frontal Investigation. I will be your host tonight, you a pussy, Rich Holmes. And what we're going to talk about tonight, couple things. Let me get everything up here real quick. I'm looking for a web link here. Let's see. All right, I'll bring everything up here in a minute. Give me a second. Okay, that's good. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do all the other news bits on that. Hey, Asha Kumar, Mia Kwako, Asha Kumar. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay. We'll get on to Vicki. Vicki, we're gonna get on to you in a minute. Just stand by, okay? I got you, Vicki. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. This is so if you look up on the IRS, okay, Michelle and David are fucked in this, you guys. These guys are fucked. I keep telling everybody that. They went above and beyond. They were literally torturing people. Hey, Ricky Wiley, what up? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, Rachel, Abby, Asha, Cregan, Matt Moore. We got Valley, Kent, Flower Girls, Daniel Moore, Kyle. What up? Black Wolf, Dro Brizo. What up? New Mexico Pyramid. Okay, so okay. I know Michelle and David aren't going to see this, but maybe some of his cult members will. these guys aren't getting out of jail, everybody. Okay. Michelle and David are, the reason we incarcerate people is because they're a threat to society. Okay. That's why they're in prison. That's why Michelle and David, oh yeah, it's textbook torture. That is, dude, that's like communist regime type shit. That's fucking Rasputin type shit, man. Hey, you know what? If you guys don't work hard enough, I'm going to fucking starve you. Get to work, everybody. Make me more fucking money. That's what the judge is going to see in this. This is their alleged roles in a forced labor and money laundering conspiracy that victimized individuals in Michigan, Florida, Texas, and Missouri. Hey, Sharita Davis, we're going to go over Vicki Yohe here in a minute. We're going to do a full reaction to her, and then we'll look at some of the stuff we've been talking about with regards to David, the human trafficking dynamics, how we notice it. I'm going to bring up some emails where we sent out to Avila saying, hey, we told you guys this was happening. We sent it out to Avila HOA multiple times. I called, left messages, emails, called the local news, let them know this was happening. Nobody listened. Nobody listened in this, man. It was super frustrating. So, this is the IRS website. And this is what they were doing, man. David, you can't buy maxi pads in prison, big boy. There are no maxi pads in prison, David, okay? Nope. But I recommend that everybody go check out what the IRS wrote about them, too. They're fucked. They're fucked. These indictments are too steep. They're not getting out of prison, okay? Vicki Yohe. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Y'all ready for Vicki Yohe? Look at it. I'm just a victim here. Nobody asked me about the $100,000 Jaguar that he bought me, though. Not yet, Anthony Fowler. No, some people are still in Houston. Some are in Tampa. No, not yet, though. Here we go.
Thank you for talking to us today. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And I know it's not going to be easy. So, it's going to be hard. It's already making you emotional.
It is.
Fucking fake ass crying. Look at her.
Why?
Because when I
Vicki, you're
spoke
such a
out
fraud.
against this monster, I had so many people saying you're just a woman scorned.
You are. Vicki is a woman scorned. Vicki, you absolutely are a woman scorned. You found out David wasn't the only one that was fucking. David was fucking a bunch of women. Now you're out here. I know now where your plane flight was going, Vicki. Look at you. You're literally a woman scorned, Vicki. You are. Tampa 10. I bet you Vicki didn't tell you about the fucking Jaguar that David bought her, did she? No, she didn't.
Cheated on you. You got names of a couple women, but I knew it was more than that. I knew it was more than that, and I got criticized. Just people just thought I was crazy, but I knew this man was a wicked man, and I spoke out. And
it was just another blonde to David, exactly. She's up there. I see Jesus, everybody. I see Jesus. He's up here on stage with us. All fucked up on dope. Vicki, don't play me for fucking dumb, okay? Vicki, you might be fooling everybody else, but you're not fooling us, okay? Yeah, she's like, I like to date attractive men. We're going to get to that, though.
I went on social media. I never got caught, because as a Christian recording artist, you shouldn't be doing what I did with this man.
Yeah.
I didn't get caught in anything. God spoke to me and says, Vicki, you need to confess to the world. You're a gospel recording artist. You're with
God told me, watch how she tries to pitch her fucking image here. It's really great. And Vicki, you're just a washed up gospel singer that got in bed with the walrus, but you like to date attractive men, right?
this man. He is convinced.
She was. She fucking was rolling. I am not fucking dumb. Alexander Flower Child. I have been that fucked up on ecstasy before. That is how I know. So you're all fucking side-eyed and shit. I'm like, damn, Vicki. Talk about being on one that night. Shit. I would see Jesus too if I was that fucked up. Exactly, Kyle. I never got caught. I had to give back the Jaguar that he bought me because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That you are in a okay relationship because he's best friends with Jesus and he's immune from all of that and you're going to be okay. He said, God just really kept, and I would say stuff to David. David, this ain't right. He said, oh, it's okay. I'm best friends with Jesus. But being a preacher's kid, I knew.
Vicki's all, I like to date men, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and date this new breed of land walrus named David E. Taylor, okay?
It was wrong. And so I spoke out, and
She's a scorn side piece, straight up. She is a scorn side chick. Michelle knows he was fucking all the women, Vicky. You probably did too, but you're just like, I don't want to be the side woman. I'm going to go ahead and tell on him.
It's actually still on the internet. It's about 20 minutes.
Hit that
I
like,
just
subscribe,
told
please let me know you're
everybody
here. There's 61
what
people
was
in
going
here.
on.
Hello, hello, hello.
Within 3 weeks.
We're doing a live reaction to Vicki Yohe, and if any of these news stations are watching right now, you better vet this fucking psycho before you bring her on your channel and make a fool of yourself. Yeah, Tampa 10, guess what? She fucking went on your station, however much you guys paid her. You guys are dumb. You didn't vet her. She probably just like, yeah, oh, come on. I'm one of the victims here, everybody. No, she's complicit. Vicki Yohe is 100% complicit.
I stopped counting at 100 women that told me
Such a fucking
that they were
liar.
in a relationship with David. Many of them said they were his wife.
She was like, I was one of them, said he wanted to marry me, and I told him yes.
Said that he said to keep it just between them because church people are messy. That's what he told me. Church people are messy, Vicki, and I'm gonna marry you one of these days, but just don't tell anybody. And so all these women are out.
I think it could be upwards of about 60 women that he's told this to, probably more. I don't think she's far off from that number. I'll agree with her there. Vicki, I kind of agree with you there. David was a fucking slob.
They're thinking
It's like Vicki Yohe is the white trash version of Paula Deen, basically.
that this
Hey,
man
Deansy, motherfucking Deansy, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome, Deansy, in the motherfucking house. Deansy, put your motherfucking hands together, everybody, for Deansy, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. Deansy in the motherfucking Heezy, doing reaction live on Vicki Yohe. Yeah, she didn't want to be under investigation. That's the thing. Vicky's all, you're gonna, hey,
is
brother
gonna be the
thighs.
one they're gonna marry.
Love them.
Brother thighs to the motherfucking Heezy. Welcome. Welcome, brother thighs.
And it would just say, hey, what's going on, baby, or whatever. And
She's like the white trash. She's like the trailer trash version of fucking Paula Deen.
I would respond, but he wouldn't say nothing back. And then the next day you get.
Let's just watch for a bit. Let's
And
watch.
So
Let's
one
listen.
time I remember saying, David, we're supposed to get married at some point. We haven't talked in 3 weeks. He said, he finally would call me. He said, I don't know about us. He said, you just seem very unstable. And I
Very unstable.
said, well, maybe you're right. You're so busy doing the things of God and you're traveling and I'm sorry that I guess I was asking too much.
Duke, just wait. Duke minus the groove. Just
So that
listen,
I
brother.
backed out again. And so, but I had a lady even today, he moved her from Maryland and moved her.
Jordan Maury, she's literally trying to pitch her image here. Just watch. Y'all, let's just watch. Listen how she tries to pitch her fucking shit here. She's trying to sell her fucking gospel shit. It's funny. And the Tampa News, you fucked up, man. You guys are shitty journalists. You should have done your fucking background on this one.
A few blocks from his home.
Hey, Tampa, did you guys ask her about how she scammed all those people out of money for a Netflix documentary and never fucking followed through, just took the money? No, you guys
in
didn't do that,
St.
did you?
Louis. And she said, when I saw you come out and say what you said,
Hey, Valley Kid, sleeping under a walrus will do this to you, okay? Being in bed with a fucking gutter seal will do that to you.
the first 3 words, I knew you were speaking the
And here's the thing. We found out, Vicky, when you went on these fucking overseas trips that you were a fucking bitch, like worse than Michelle. No, Vicky, you are not a victim. We've been told stories about you, you little fucking cunt. You, Vicky Yohe, are a fucking fraud. You are. You're not a victim. You took the money, you took the fucking jag, you knew people were being abused, and you didn't say shit about it. You could have done more, Vicky, but you didn't. You fucking did it because you got scared of David. For whatever.
truth.
Who's scared of a fucking walrus, man?
Because everything you said about him, he did it with me. And so that's why the women believed me.
Yeah.
The women believed me.
She was
The
opportunistic,
Department of
absolutely.
Justice says David Taylor and Michelle Brandon are facing
that like.
charges
There's
of
60
human
people in here,
exploitation,
man. What's up? Hit that
financial
like.
crimes, including forced labor and money laundering, and that they did not permit people who were working for their call center victims to leave the house without permission, demanded that his armor bearers transport women from ministry houses, airports, and other locations to Taylor's location, and ensured the women
the whole trafficking operation, David had had houses right close to airports. It was set up brilliantly, man. It was fucking brilliant. David, this really was a good idea, dude. You call it a church and then you run a human trafficking operation behind it. That way nobody fucks with you. Best idea ever,
Florida
David.
Taylor took Plan B.
Oh, Michelle looks like shit. Michelle looks like absolute dog shit.
Emergency contraceptives.
Same thing. Sleeping under a walrus will do that to you.
Does any of this surprise you?
Oh, no.
Oh no, but I took the fucking $100,000 jack from him while I knew he was fucking abusing people.
Not at all. But for me, I was a little bit different. I'm not, because I was the gospel singer that he had me come and sing. I was never around all the stuff you're talking about, working 50 hours and not feeding them.
David is being extradited right now. I don't know if they're driving him or whatever, but they are extraditing him up to Detroit.
He kept me from all of that.
Okay.
I flew in.
Yeah, that's going to be that's going to be a problem in this. I swear to God, guys, that's going to be a problem for David when it all comes down. You said you were fucking helping people out of human trafficking when you were literally running a trafficking operation. Hit that like, man. What's up? There's 77 people in here. Don't just sit back on the fucking channel and troll. Hit the like and subscribe. All you fucking little trolls out there that are coming here to scalp information, we fucking told everybody. We've been telling everybody. We fucking told everybody. And I'm going to keep telling everybody we fucking told you so. I have emails to prove that we emailed these homeowners of organizations letting them know that there was a human trafficking operation going down in Avila and they didn't do shit about it.
Saying his events, he would come to Louisiana, New Orleans, we'd meet up in New Orleans. But when I came out with my story, then everybody else said, well, listen, I'm the one that got the EBT cards when everybody got them the first of the month, and they all had to give them to me, and I would go to the grocery store, and you know, that food would be gone, and we'd have to wait till, he said, you know, and so other stories started coming out.
After you spoke out. So these allegations.
I don't believe Vicki for shit, dude. No, she took $100,000 jack from him. She took money from him. I don't believe her for shit.
Allegations don't surprise you because you've heard of these from other members.
Because I've heard, because way back when I had so many people.
Uncle Bruce, Marines in the motherfucking heezy. Everybody put your goddamn hands together for Uncle Bruce Williams. Coming all the way from Saigon. Uncle Bruce in the motherfucking heezy. Ship store can technically be open now. Uncle Bruce in the house. Where's Uncle Jake? We got Navy store. We can open up the store here and sell some fucking zebra stripe gum. La Marcia. Oh, I texted La Marcia this morning. She told me I didn't want none of it. She said she's been giving money to David. No, La Marcia ain't out of this yet, you guys. No, I told her. I was like, hey, La Marcia, do yourself a favor. Just go turn yourself in. Go turn yourself in. Save yourself the trouble of being arrested in front of your kids and traumatizing your kids for the rest of their fucking life because you were in on it.
Praying for you. But see, people reached out to me, even my family and people that, they said, Vicki, there's something not right with him.
With it.
And I would say, David, everybody says there's something not right.
How can anybody not see there's something wrong with this fucking guy? Holy fucking shit. I'm not even fucking Christian. See? Asha Kumar, all the way from motherfucking Australia, sends the first seed in. Tony. Fix it. More cowbell, everybody.
And he says, Vicki, but when you're in at my level, you're going to get persecution. And
when you're in at my level of scamming people, people are going to come after you.
he said, you got to stand with me. And, you know, and there's different things that he would say. He sent me a YouTube video. Yeah. And he said, I want you to check this out. And he said, and it was a video of him at an apartment that he had in Detroit. Just not fancy at all. Yeah. And he's standing there and he's showing people his apartment. And he said, you know, I only make $49,000 a year. Bullshit. He said, you know, he said, this is where I stay. And so I called him, or he called me. He said, what'd you think? I said, David, that's deceptive. I said, you have 2 Bentleys, a Rolls Royce. You have.
Hey, what about the Jag he fucking bought you, you fucking liar, Vicki? Did you tell Tampa 10 about the Jaguar that he bought you? I'll bet you fucking didn't, you liar.
Those big house in St. Louis. He said.
She didn't care. She didn't care.
Then he said, after that, he goes, Well, you just need to
hit that
you
like
just
and
need to,
subscribe,
Go
please.
with my flow. You need to. Your mind is not right, and he just totally discredited what I. Why did you even ask me my opinion? So a lot of things like that. That was a red flag, and I had many red flags during this
But she's like, I still dated the guy, even though the fucking red flags were there.
16-month relationship. Many, but I ignored a lot of them.
One of the red flags, according to what I saw in your book, I guess, was when you first were involved with the church. That
Oh,
first
no shit, Kyle. So, okay. No, I've talked to Kyle. Kyle's good people, man. Kyle's good people. I've actually talked to him. Okay, Kyle. When pro sessions never came, I was in the room. Oh, she planned it and never fucking showed up. Of course she did, because you don't do the work.
time you came to guest sing when the worst.
Why is she whispering? She's trying to play like down the victim. She's trying to play. She's playing it. She's playing the fucking news stage. She's playing the news agent. I'm just a victim here.
worship went
No,
till
she's
I
not.
think you said
Fucking
3:30 in
fraud.
the morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 And is that where
I
the
was
first
just
time
totally
maybe
victimized.
you look to see at the cult likeness of this church because they have these super
But I
long
didn't,
worship?
at that time, I just thought, wow, they really love God. You know, I really, that early on, I didn't really even think it was a cult. But that night at 3:30 in the morning, we took a picture.
No, we are right now. Vicki Yohe. Kyle was in the room with you, and I'm sure you know who Kyle is, Vicki. I know you know who he is. We don't. Kyle. Vicki knows who Kyle is. I already know that. She planned the whole thing. Okay, Kyle. She planned the whole thing, huh? I believe it.
Together. And he sent me, so about midnight, no, not midnight, because that was 3:30, about 5 in the morning, he messaged me. He said, send me that picture. And I said, okay, and I sent him, and he came back
That
and he
like,
said,
please. Let me know you're here, man. I'll give you a
OMG,
shout out.
You're beautiful. Now, I was divorced, and my ex-husband, he would say I was pretty, cute, but every woman wants to hear that word, beautiful. And so I said, Lord, the next time you send somebody into my life, please let them use the word beautiful. When I got that text, I said, here he is. And so that was the beginning of my really downfall with that, because I just thought that God, you know, he said, OMG, you're beautiful.
And that did it. He like you said, he knew what to say.
Yeah.
And how.
I wasn't even attracted to him. I mean, you've seen him.
Yeah.
We're listening to Detroit. This lady straight out says, I like to date attractive men, but she goes and dates a fucking slobby ass piece of shit that wears maxi pads.
Okay, I'm just saying, it's the craziest thing, because the longer I was there, I would come to his meetings and I would say, David, these women here are so beautiful women.
Yeah.
These are my cocky
And
lines.
he said, yeah, they are. They got a lot of nice looking women here. But come to found out that he slept with all of his spiritual daughters. I wasn't the only one.
And it sounds like too in the documents he's charged with, that's mentioned that he made them take.
Yes, Asha, they aired it. Yes, they never fucking vetted Vicki. That's the thing. These news stations, I knew Vicki. I fucking knew it. I knew this little fucking psycho bitch would be the first one to come out and be like, oh, I'm a victim. But nobody knows about the fucking shoes and the jag and how much of a fucking bitch she was while they were traveling together, huh? They won't tell Vicki won't come out and say what a bitch she was to everybody, but we will.
A lot of the women transported to him take Plan B
Absolutely.
contraceptives. He ever make you?
No. We weren't together, because I didn't live there, so
You weren't there that
I wasn't there. He had a house in Detroit of about maybe 18 women, and I'm sure 99% of them was with him.
How would you describe your relationship with Mr. Taylor?
Monday CRM has the best.
I'll soda bet that, Matt. I'm pretty sure she saw people being abused and turned a blind fucking eye. I know she did. I know she did because Vicky's a bitch. Vicky's a bitch. I know she would turn a blind fucking eye. I know she would because it's all about the money and the image for her, man. For real. Separate fire, Marines.
I thought I was in love with him, but when I look back at it, he really just used me because I have
No, Vicki Yohe, we've come to it that she's the white trash version of Paula Deen. Like if Paula Deen was white trash, it'd be Vicki Yohe.
like 1.2 million on my Facebook page, my platform.
Here she is. She's pitching her
He
shit.
would have me promote his book. If I didn't promote his book every day, it was like the end of the world. He wanted me to interview people that saw Jesus.
She knew.
So when I look back on it, He used me for my platform. He did not love me. He did not, because it was all about what I can do for him.
I've actually reached out to Vicki. When I reached out to her for an interview, she said, I don't want to talk about David anymore. He ruined my life. I'm on a different path now. No bullshit. No bullshit. But I know Vicki. Vicki is a little fucking bitch. Tampa 10, you got had by a fucking con artist.
You know, he kept me busy just, you know, promoting his book, you know. And as far as, you know, I look back at it, I just cannot believe that I got caught up in it. I just can't believe, I'm smarter than that.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm smarter than that. And the guy is nothing to look, I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, I'm just saying, I like good looking, you know, men, you know, that's one thing, that's the first thing you see. But that's not what attracted to me at first. It was what he said to me.
Bullshit. 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 I like attractive men.
He's got a way.
Fucking liar.
I know it's demonic. I know it's manipulative. I mean, some of these women, his main thing, and it's in the book,
Yeah.
getting the women is Facebook. He would message them and say they have a Catherine Kuhlman anointing. And if you know who that was, she was a powerful woman of God that would pray for people, they'd be healed. You know, people say, oh wow, you got a powerful, you remind me of Catherine Kuhlman. And then he would say, I was going through Facebook and God told me you're to be my wife. So he has a team of Michelle.
She really is. She's admitting to advancing the cult. Absolutely, Matt. I'm with you. Yeah, she's admitting to advancing the cult.
Daniel, man, his name just came. Daniel's the one that set up all these things. They would go on Facebook and they would find affluent women, women with money, women that, you know, not married, married too, because he's
Facebook was a fucking candy store for David.
broke up many, many marriages.
I saw that.
Oh, you won't even believe the stories.
There was one video that Michelle posted that said if you have a nickel and you're going to be homeless if you give up that nickel, to still give that nickel up to
Oh yeah, it's
the
just
church.
great. It's
Yeah, Vicki Yohe, anybody that just tuning in and they watch this interview, guess what? Vicki was in on all of it. Vicki was in on all of it. We have videos of her. I see Jesus, everybody. I see Jesus. Giving interviews from her fucking Jaguar with David. Seriously, we're going to get into that, Vicki. It was all about the fucking money for this shit. It was all about the money.
Anything that if you have a savings account, I gave a lot of money.
Yeah.
I regret it, but I gave a lot of money. He said when I exposed him that they asked him why, he said he kicked me out, you know, which that wasn't true. He said, well, she's on drugs. She could be a part of it.
David was on fucking drugs too.
Which, if I'd been on drugs, everybody would have known it. Why did, you know, you just, I'm in the
So
public
you
eye.
just walked away.
Vicki, let me tell you something, you liar. You were on fucking drugs, Vicki. I'm a recovering addict, Vicki. A lot of us in here are. You were on drugs that night. Don't sit there and try to fucking lie like you weren't on drugs, Vicki. You were fucking gacked out of your fucking head, man. Vicki, I've been that fucked up. It feels really good. It feels really good, but it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous, Vicki. I've been that fucked up, Vicki, to where you're seeing fucking double vision and shit because you're so fucking rolling. You're rolling. Your eyes literally are fucking like, oh, you feel so good. It feels so good to roll that hard, Vicki. It does. I've been there. And seeing you up on stage that night, I tell you, I would have seen Jesus too if I was as fucked up as you were.
I just got on social media and I told my story. He got on social media the next night and then he said, you know, they said, well, you bought her a Jaguar. He paid $20,000 for that Jaguar.
Why? Because she's not a victim in this, immovable hero. She's a fraud. Vicki's a fraud. She's a fraud. Vicki's nothing more than a fraud. I knew she would be the first one to jump on and take a fucking news interview. But the thing is, nobody's ever asked Vicki about the Jaguar, about the interviews from the Jaguar, how she was up on stage fucking really advancing the cult, right? Nobody's ever talked about that. But we are. We are because we watched her do it. We watched her fucking advance the cult for David. So that's why we're out here talking about her, because she's nothing more than a fucking fraud. She took money from people afterwards saying she's going to do a documentary, never followed through. Gave people shitty books.
Paid down and he paid the notes for it. Yeah, but he didn't pay it out in full. And what he said, he told everybody, he said, Well, she came to our ministry, she was broke. Not true. And she didn't have a car. My car was paid off. But he knew I had a Jaguar in the past that I had wrecked, and he knew I love a Jaguar. So one day he just said, if you can get to Atlanta, I got to go get you a Jaguar, you know. And so, so then he started making up all these stories, and then Michelle says, well,
Here, the news agent says, why did you take the Jaguar? She should have said, why'd you take the Jaguar?
one time I picked Vicki up from the airport, and she wanted barbecue chicken. And so I went and got a barbecue chicken. Instead of using a napkin, she put the barbecue on top of the roof of my car. And everybody was laughing in the comments because if you know me, that's one thing when I go to churches, don't give me barbecue. I hate barbecue. And so everybody was laughing because they're like, she's lying because we know about you. You know. So what they're trying to do is discredit me. They couldn't come. They were just saying stuff. I didn't watch it, but other
She is Vicki Yohe's a self-serving opportunist. Exactly. Yes. She does. She talked around the question. The news agent said, let's get back to the Jaguar. Why did you take it? She should have put her on the fucking spot. These news agencies are fucking pussies, man. They're fucking scared. These news agencies, they're scared to put people on the fucking spot anymore, man. And I don't know why. I don't know why. The day of social media, you know how fast this shit travels? The click of a fucking button.
People told me about it because once I did the video and I broke down and shared my story, I didn't want to hear his voice anymore. I was done. Daystar Television, Joni Lamb, her and her husband, deceased husband Marcus Lamb, flew me to a counseling place
I bet fucking doormat Doug nailed Vicki before fucking what's her name, Joni. Look, here she brings up fucking Daystar.
for 1 week.
Look at her.
And when I drove there, and when I pulled in,
Look at her fake fucking cry. Look at her fake cry. Vicki, this is why we're roasting you tonight, because you are fake.
the lady was on the porch.
Immovable hero, yes. Yes. Why did she take the Jag? You know what? Vicki's a bitch, dude. Vicki was a fucking bitch to these people.
And I couldn't see my tomorrow. I could not see tomorrow. I could not see tomorrow. Because my whole world was what me and him would do together, and it was crazy. Even though I was relieved that I was able to share this with the world, but she had her dog there, she hugged me, she said, it's gonna be okay. And so every day for 7 days, she made me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And in between, we'd go by the fireplace and we would just share. We went back to my childhood when I was young. I had some things happen to me when I was 5 years old. And she told me, she says, you were told to keep that a secret at 5. So it was never dealt with. These things were never dealt with. So now, you know, you're 50 and someone's telling you to keep a secret.
I'll go ahead and keep that secret.
You've done that before.
Is that why you spoke out?
Yeah.
After that, all you have is your voice.
And you know what? You read the story about how that came out, how I came up with that title.
Yeah.
The book is fucking horrible. Her book is shitty, you guys. Don't read it. It's not worth the read. I've seen it. It's fucking horrible. It's all basically like, I'm the victim. He did this to just me. It's all about Vicki. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's all about her.
Michelle.
The whispering is that's like a victim mindset. Okay.
Was a wicked woman. She put me in that room in Israel. And
after you were a fucking bitch, Vicki. Vicki, let me tell you something. I found out about Israel about you, you lying little bitch. You're a fucking fraud.
She told me, sit down, her and Marcia, another lady, I think, yeah, another lady, Marcia. And they started, this is in Israel. We were there for some meeting. He always acted like he had, if you see his advertisements, like he's gonna have 20, 30, 50,000 in his stadiums. And you see, he's got the best graphics person, but you show up at his meetings and there's 50, 60. He wanted to be famous so bad. I mean, he just wanted, you know. So we're in this ballroom. First off, Michelle texts me and she says, Apostle wants me and Marcia to meet with you. Now, Marcia knew I was with David and she did. Only a few people knew.
Apostle is David.
Apostle, yeah, I'm sorry. Apostle.
Stop calling him a fucking apostle. He's not a fucking apostle. This guy's a fucking criminal now, man.
David, sorry, David.
It is.
And so she said...
Precisely. She's whispering in her attempt to draw sympathy from people. But Vicky's actually getting roasted online, man. Everybody's telling her you're a fucking fraud, just like you.
wants me to meet with you. And I said, he's my boyfriend. He can text me and call me. What's going on? He said, if you don't...
No, this isn't helping Vicky at all. Vicky, this was the dumbest thing you could have fucking done. Go out and create content for us and do news bits so we can go back and tell everybody what a fucking fraud you are.
Us, if you don't accept us, you don't accept him. And that was another red flag. I was in Israel. I was like, okay, what? This
Smash
is
that
getting
like,
crazy.
please. Let's get
So
it
I
up
said,
to
"No, I'm
83
not
likes,
leaving
man.
now."
There's 83
He
people in here.
blasted me. He told me how rebellious I was, full of pride. He just on the phone. He said, "You better meet with him." So I'm over in Israel. I don't want to get stuck. He paid my way there.
Yeah.
And so I said, "I'll meet with him." So I go into this big ballroom. It was like I was on one side of the table, they were on the other side, and they just started. I was crying. I couldn't stop crying. They were saying stuff I never heard of, just making up stuff. You're full of pride, and when you come to the church, and you're so...
Yeah, you guys don't believe this story, okay? Don't believe her. News stations that are trying to get stories from this woman, don't do it. She is a non-credible witness, okay? She was in it for the image and for the fucking money, and that is it.
demanding. You can ask anybody when I go to their churches. I am not a diva.
Bullshit! Bull fucking shit! I am not a diva. You're a fucking liar, Vicky.
You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar.
You're a fucking liar.
Give me some room temperature water and let's go.
Bullshit.
I don't have to have certain color of M&Ms or nothing like that. I'm not that way. They were saying, and I was like, no, shut up. I was like, I was just, shut up, you're full of pride. And they were just screaming at me. And I just sat there and cried. And I kept thinking, if I'm David's queen, how?
Hey, Bryant, welcome, man. Hit that like and subscribe, please, man. We're doing a live reaction to Vicky. She's a fraud. Hey, Larissa, how you doing? It's good to see you, Larissa. It's good to see you, Larissa. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you, Larissa. It is. It is. It's good to see you, Larissa. We've been talking. Larissa Bechtel, okay, her brother is Jason Bechtel. He was in the cult. So Larissa Bechtel in the chat is a sister of one of the cult members, okay? So she's here with us now. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, Larissa. It really is. It's good to see you, man. I hope this brings some kind of comfort to you guys. It's just one day at a time now, Larissa. It's just one day at a time right now. We have to get them. Food's going to become an issue eventually because nobody here works. Who's paying for all this shit?
The king allow his queen to be treated this way? Yeah. And so they said, we're done. They're
doing a live broadcast because we are.
You can go.
I urge everybody to report that channel now. All of their channels that they've now been raided in a human trafficking raid, in a federal fucking human trafficking ring. I've already reported the channel. YouTube's gonna have to take it down.
I said, okay. And I'm walking to the door, and Marcia and Michelle were standing there. Marcia goes,
well, we're reacting to it. She's a fucking fraud. We know that. We know she's a fraud. We know she's a fraud. That I know Vicky's watching right now too, probably. I know she is. I know Vicky's watching. And if you're watching, Vicky, if you got any fucking validation in your life, hit me up. 314-492-3356. You need to come out and clear the fucking air real fast. Don't come on these news stations playing the fucking victim because you weren't.
all you have is a voice, Vicki. I said, I know. See, they just, there's nothing else to me. Then when I decided to write the book,
don't know about the next court date.
And God brought me back to that moment.
It's all about God. Let's give God the glory.
And he said,
look at her fake ass fucking
yes,
cry.
I've anointed your voice to sing. But now I've anointed your voice to expose this cult. And so
those videos are old. Those videos are old, man. He ain't coming out. Dude's in federal fucking custody. They are on a no bond. They are in a federal martial hold right now. They ain't getting out. You guys, just on the fucking starvation alone, man. The judge is not going to let these two shitheads out of fucking prison. There's no way. There is no fucking way the judge be like, hey, let's go ahead and grant these people bail. They're fucking stand-up fucking Class A citizens here. No, the judge be like, you guys ain't getting out. You're staying right where you're at.
that's the title. All you have is a voice, free from a hidden cult. And so it's so interesting that this is happening now and me sharing all this. I on the way over here, I was thinking, Lord, let me say the right things, because so much happened in those 16 months. Because I haven't thought about it in about 5 years. Yeah. I've not. I wrote the book, left it alone, said, God, whatever, if he ever gets caught, okay. If he don't, you know what? I feel like
Every single one of them's a fucking flight risk. You're exactly right. There's no fucking way the judge's going to let him out. Not on these charges, you guys. We're going to watch some of the news bits. Like some of the ones I've been seeing, dude, they're saying this has never happened. This is equal to a fucking Middle East fucking phone call center scam in Myanmar. That's what these human rights violation specialists are saying, man. This is big, you guys. I don't think we've really understood the severity of what David and Michelle have done. Like, really think about this for a minute while we're watching this.
I told my story, and I'm done with it. I'm done with it. People would message me. I said, first off, don't send me any clips of him. Don't send
I'm
me
done with my story, but hey, you know what? I'll come out and take the first fucking interview.
anything about him. I'm over. I'm done. I'm done with him. And then when I got that mugshot a couple days ago, all I could do was cry, because I had messaged the FBI several times and they said, what's going on? And sometimes they wouldn't answer, sometimes they'd say, it takes time. It takes time. I remember when I had the interview with them, I said, how long is it going to take? And they said, just, Vicki, let me tell you this. When we go in, it's over. We have everything.
That's pretty much what they told me too. They're like, look, when we're getting this guy, he ain't getting out. I'll agree with her on that too. I'll agree with her on that. That's the same thing they told me. Hey, when we get this guy, we're going to have our ducks in a row and he's not getting out. It did. It took a couple years to build this case, you guys. It took a couple years to build the case of human trafficking and forced labor violations. They had to put all the pieces together. They had to have all the elements, force, fraud, coercion. They probably had all three in different environments. Oh yeah, this interview's making her look fucking weak and crazy. It is.
It take years. So I feel like I've been vindicated. I feel like you won't believe the people that has messaged me saying, Vicki, I'm sorry. We didn't believe you. We thought you were just a woman scorned.
She is.
But I'm so thankful for this opportunity to share my story with you.
Because more people are speaking out now too.
Yes.
You're one of the very few over the years that spoke out publicly.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys have not done their fucking homework. Holy shit, Vicki hasn't told them shit. I would love for these news agencies to listen to like Cliff and Valerie.
Won't do it because of what would happen, you know, what they would happen. You know, one thing I wanted to say, when David was pastor in church in St. Louis, his armor bearer, that's somebody that goes around and helps him, you know.
Okay,
there's
good,
really
Larissa.
true
He's good?
ones
Okay.
that are compensated, and they're, you know, he's got a whole other situation going on. But when he messaged me, he told me he had
Yeah, and Vicki's making it act like she was the only one helping. But no,
60
Vicki, let me tell you
names of
something.
60 women in St. Louis that David slept with. He said, let me tell you something. He said, one time I got a call from one of the deacons. He said, get David, come out to the house. He said, why? He said, well, you'll find out. He told David got his wife, they went out to the house. On the way to the house, David told his wife, said, act like you knew about this when we got here and that you forgive me. And she said, what? Well, he said, you'll see. When he got out there, all the 8 deacons were out there, and they were confronting him. He slept with every one of their wives.
Was this Tabitha, the wife? Tabitha was the wife.
See how she's like, Tabitha, yes, it's Tabitha.
Growing up in the church and being involved in so many churches across the country, do you worry there may be other situations out there like what was alleged to happen at the Kingdom of God Global Church?
Yes, because when I first wrote the book and I was sharing a little bit about it.
Larissa, dead on. Absolutely. Now that the group think is away, David's away, the thought process is away. Just time.
I had women reach out to me. One lady said, I had our bishop's baby, and we sit in the balcony every Sunday, and the child is 5 years old now. He's on the platform with the First Lady. And
So other cults.
yeah, well, I mean, they're going to say it's a church.
Yeah.
There are legitimate churches. My dad was a pastor. He was a
100%.
But you know what? There's some of these.
Yeah, she associates with Joni Lamb. That immediately fucking disqualifies her in my book.
The cults, you know, and but my whole message was no more secrets.
Just real quick, if there's trolls on the fucking back end watching, David's cult members, what the fuck ever, hit that like, man, or hit the dislike. Because one thing I can't stand is seeing the fucking count at like almost 100 people, and there's only like 50 likes. Like, what the fuck, man? If you're gonna troll, come in the fucking chat and talk, okay? Don't just sit there in the back end with your fucking cock in your hand beating it, okay? That's bullshit. If you guys are here trying to scalp information of what we know everything about David. We are David E. Taylor's board. We should have been his fucking board. We should have been David E. Taylor's board. Had David listened to us, he wouldn't be in fucking prison right now. He'd be rolling in the fucking cash.
See, I kept a secret. People keep a secret. If you can't go, this is a side note. If you can't go down the street with the guy you're dating, and you can't go to a restaurant or go meet his family, you could only meet him in the hotel. There's something wrong.
Red flag.
Red flag. No more secrets.
What would you say to those who are still members and backing Taylor and Brandon? I called this morning the church, and people are still answering. They say that there's still business as usual and they're still accepting donations. So there are still people that are believing in the message that he was spreading and what.
You guys want to know what we asked for in this? I was just talking to my parents about this just a little bit ago. My mom called. She's like, "What's going on with that, Rich? Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." But this is big. This is really big what these two did. And we told everybody. And I'm going to show everybody how we found out they're human trafficking. You know what? Let me show everybody real quick. You guys want to see how we found out human trafficking? Right here, DHS. Bam. Human trafficking, Homeland Security. This is how we figured out they were running trafficking. We looked at the criteria. It's called the Blue Campaign. And this is what we looked at. Indicators. Bam, right here. Here's the indicators. Force, fraud, or coercion. Disconnected from family, yes. Has a child stopped attending school? Yes, we think that happened. Dramatic change in behavior, yeah. Engaged in commercial sex acts? Yes. All of this stuff right here, this is what involved, and it doesn't have to be all of them. It doesn't have to be all of them, you guys. It can involve one or the other, okay? Force, fraud, or coercion. Those are the three key elements. Here's some of the criteria, the indicators, what you notice, right? The one thing that was huge for me, right here, unsuitable conditions, that was big. Freedom of movement, right here. This was the big one, especially when they moved into that fucking hotel in Houston. Does the person have freedom of movement? Can the person freely leave where they live? Are there unreasonable security measures? That pretty much clicked the fucking checkbox right the fuck there. That's how we knew they were human trafficking. It wasn't some fucking conspiracy theory. No, we looked at the criteria that the government has set for human trafficking and applied it to the fucking cult, man. Everything we see here fucking happened. Were they denied food, sleep, and water? Yes, they were. Yes, they fucking were. We knew it. We fucking told everybody, man. Anybody's like, "Oh, it's just a fucking church." No. We fucking told everybody. Bunch of fucking dumb fuck reporters out there. We sent emails, fucking videos, everything. Articles to Avila, APOA. What the fuck were you thinking? We fucking told you, man. This shit is... It's okay. It's all right. We fucking told you also, man. Avila Golf and Country Club, we fucking told you. Winners and King, fuck you too.
What they are doing. What do you say to those
Fuckers.
members?
I would say it's over.
Fuckers.
The red flags that you guys have seen, you know, it's true. The thing about it is, any cult leader that's out there, a cult leader, you think about Jim Jones, some of them, you're always going to have.
Well, then it's not. That's labor. That's trafficking. Then withholding food and shit. Come on, man.
200, 300 people that's going to keep believing. You know, David preyed on a lot of people that.
Because I did too. I preyed on people too.
Mental illness, people that maybe, I'm not trying to be mean, but just that had weak people. I remember one time I went to his house with my 2 boys. We spent a couple days there in St. Louis, and I looked in the bathroom and some of his books.
Exactly. That's what makes it so fucking stupid. Is I actually got with Tampa 10. I fucking called the main newsroom. I was like, look, man, a fucking religious sex cult just bought that fucking Avila Golf and Country Club at 706. They just bought it. They didn't care. They didn't care. I fucking called these people. Avila, I called them the other day too and told them.
He had a Jim Jones, some of Jim Jones' books. I didn't think nothing of it at the time, but now I look back on it, you know, and I thank God that he didn't offer Kool-Aid, because at that time I probably would have drank the Kool-Aid. I'm just saying.
You did, Vicky. You did drink the fucking Kool-Aid.
Your mind gets so. This guy would just trying to convince you, and he did convince me, convince so many people that.
Please hit that like and subscribe if you're here. There's 97 people in here. This is Vicki Yohe. She was just one of David's scorned concubines, and now she's out here playing the victim again. But no, Vicki was in for it on the money. She wanted the money that David and Vicki felt they were gonna like boost their images by helping each other, and it went the complete opposite way.
He is best friends with Jesus. It's not even biblical. How can how you and
He healed a whole church or a whole hospital. Was that in your book about how he drove by a hospital? And
Who the fuck is believing this shit nowadays? That he just drives by and heals a whole fucking hospital. What the holy fuck is going on here, everybody? Christians, y'all need to wake the fuck up, man. People like this? The fuck, man? Seriously?
prayed, and then all of a sudden maybe they just heal.
So this
The
is
fact that the news agent is even believing this shit, she should have shut this interview down right then and there. Be like, I don't believe this shit. You're fucking telling me.
what this guy does. He thinks anything he says, everybody's gonna believe it. Like he can just say whatever he wants, you know? So he had all these crutches and wheelchairs on the platform, and so
He bought those.
I'm surprised I stayed around 16 months because I was questioning things like that.
Vicki, you're a fucking liar.
Because I would be at his meeting. I said, you have all these wheelchairs and up on the
You're a fucking liar.
platform. I've not seen anybody walk out of them. He goes, Vicki, it builds faith. We just do it because it builds faith. Only miracle I saw was, and I don't know if it was set up, was he had this guy come up there and he got his taste buds back or something. It was just something just so like, try this mint, try that. I was like, okay. And I'm on the front row trying to be, I was like, this
It's
is
almost over,
great.
too. 4 more minutes. We got to
But,
listen to this hag talk.
I don't know. I just, at the point that I decided it's over was when a lady, I'm not going to mention her name, she reached out to me and she says, Vicki, this is what she's a big part of it. And if you're watching, you know who you are. She says, Vicki, I know you're part of this ministry because I know I see you come and sing, but I need you to help me. I'm in a relationship with David Taylor.
She's looking at her. She's like, look at it. Let's watch that. Watch that. Watch. Hold on. Watch that. Watch.
And I play, but I need you to help me. I'm in a relationship with David Taylor.
Listen to her. Yeah, she's out. She is. She's trying to get ahead of all the exposure because the news stations are going to pick up her bullshit and be like, damn, we should have had her on.
And I played dumb, like, oh, really? You know, she says, yeah, she sent me a picture of her and him. Of course, I call his phone, he don't answer. I call Michelle, they don't answer. I send them the picture. They say she photoshopped it. She's lying. Well, you know, you gotta watch when David's in this level of, you know, with Jesus, people's gonna.
This will honestly disqualify her from taking the stand. Being on a news bit like this will disqualify her from taking the
You
stand.
don't want to make up
It would make her a non-credible witness. Be like, you already went on the news and gave your story. We can't use you.
stuff about him and relationship and things, and then somebody else. He sent me a text. David did, and he had another lady's name that works there it's a part of the ministry, and it had her name on there. I confirmed. So then I knew. So the day I exposed him, the day he started telling everybody that I lied, I got in the mail. It was for Christmas. He mailed me $900 Louis Vuitton shoes, and it said "love you" and everything. And he's telling
Yeah. Why is it this news agent? Why'd she fucking send him back?
I couldn't help but post on social media because this guy is telling everybody we were never in a relationship. And then when I
No, the prosecution will never use her. No.
posted the pictures of him and I together, you see him? He said she photoshopped him. I got more people saying, Vicki, you can go into business because, honey, those were really, really, really good, you know.
How does it feel to see the
Let's just take a gander here at these two shitheads we've been talking about. Michelle looks like a man, like we've been saying. She looks like fucking Sylvester Stallone, without a doubt. For sure. You know what? Let me text Cliff here real quick, guys. Let me see if I can get Brother Cliff on just for a few minutes. Let me text Cliff right now, see if he'll come on and chat for a few minutes. Just for a few. I don't want to take up much of his time, see if he's willing to come in and just like...
these charges and to share your voice?
I'm so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I told myself, don't cry, talk slow, don't cry. But I honestly...
100 people, let's get it up to 100 likes,
There's a
man.
song says,
We're about to
keep
go into some
believing
videos
what you
of
know
David
is
doing
true.
death threats on the channel.
Keep believing.
That's coming
You know
right
the
here.
Lord will see you through. When troubles rise in your life and you don't know what to do, keep believing. And that's all I've done. I kept believing. I kept them out of my mind. One thing I've learned through all of this is to keep my eyes on Jesus.
Michelle could walk into a haunted house, come out with an application. Dude, they just give her the fucking job, bro. You're hired. They wouldn't even give her an application. They'd be like, you're hired? You're coming in for the job? You're hired. Don't even fill out an application.
And there's a song I wrote that says, I'm at peace,
Shut the fuck up, Vicki.
even though my heart is breaking.
Look at her.
I'm at peace. And that's where I'm at. I'm at peace. I'm at peace.
And Vicki does expect to testify at some point in this case, she says. If Taylor and Brandon are found guilty of the charges, they could face up to 60 years in prison.
No, she just disqualified herself by going on the news. She just disqualified herself. The feds don't like it when you go out and give news agency stories. They don't like that shit. Now, this is when David was real. This is where we knew shit changed right here. Let's just watch. This is death threats. This is from David. He took this video down. I did send this to the feds. When I got the call back from the feds about this video, I'll tell everybody right now. I'm going to give the background on this. I sent this to the feds, and they called me back about a week later. They're like, yeah, what's up with this death threat video? I was like, I sent it to you guys. I was like, look, man. And there are two people on the phone. I was like, look. I was like, I don't give a fuck what you guys do at this point, but this is a fucking death threat. It's a loaded fucking death threat. And I was like, if I were to do this against a fucking church leader, I'd be in fucking jail. What the fuck? That is exactly how I talk to these agents on the case. I don't give them any fucking leeway. No. And they did tell me on that call too. They're like, hey man, despite what you think, we're doing our job. We promise. I'm like, it doesn't fucking seem like it, you guys. This asshole's out openly fucking throwing my name out with death threats. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, there's a cease and desist on my wall from this piece of shit. He tried to sue me. Yes, NDAs are true. We have them. Yes, the NDAs are all true.
I have watched God get people who fight Jesus.
I cannot upload this video. I have to react to it. Okay? I have to because it's so bad. Like, you can't talk like this on YouTube, which is exactly why this fucking piece of shit took the video down, sent me an email saying, I'm allowed to say that because I'm a prophet. The feds, like, yeah, he can't say that. I was like, I know, it's the same fucking speech.
How you going to sit up? Well, I need to go get some better. I got to get advice. I don't know about David Taylor. I just saw this stuff on. You don't even know me. You won't even take time to get to know. And then some people do, and they've had visitations like that idiot Vicki Yohe. You don't hear nothing from her no more because just like God killed CL, he going to kill that heifer too.
Okay, Cliff said 5 minutes. He's finishing eating dinner.
That's right. The Bible calls them a backsliding heifer. He gonna get that heifer because she has turned so many people online who just listen to her and believe in her lies, and she on drugs.
You know what? What do you guys think? What was the tipping point? Put it in the chat. William Jarrell's got a good, what was the tipping point for the feds? I think they had all the elements to the case. They're like, go get him. Here's all the elements. We have it now. Go get that fucker. Because here's what the feds told me in this. They're like, look, Rich, when we go to our boss, which is the federal district attorney, okay, they go to them with ABC, and then the boss says, okay, now bring me XYZ. Okay. This is exactly how they told me. We need ABC and XYZ. He's like, we get ABC, XY, we never get to Z, which is people wanting to testify, Rich. Which is what we need. We need people to take the stand. They have to, or else it won't be stopped. Unfortunately, yes, we have to bring the survivors up to relive the shitty situation, but this is what it takes. This is what it takes. We have to have the survivors come up, guys. I know as hard as it sounds and as fucked up as it is to have to relive it, it's what it takes. Look at the Sarah Lawrence College and Larry Ray. That fucker, people went up and took the stand. He's in prison now for 60 fucking years. He's never getting out. It's called the Sarah Lawrence College. Look up Larry Ray on the internet, man. There were the abuse alone, the deprivation of food while this fat fuck was eating $10,000 worth of crab legs. He's fucked. The judge is going to look at this and be like, oh, you were starving people and torturing them? Witness testimonies, make cases. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I know that for sure. When she was with us. But they're going to believe her lies. God going to get you. I saw him drown my enemies.
God going to get you,
He
baby.
took me to the Red Sea in the past. In the past years when I had that visitation. He was present then. I knew I was there.
That's the thing. I don't think there's a tipping point. They bring all the elements. They'd be like, go get them. Okay, you got all of it? Go. Put together your strike teams. Go.
In wherever that was around Egypt, where the Red Sea is, I was up underwater. I could talk. Me and Jesus was talking, and he showed me the chariots. He picked up one of them out of the dust of the water. He says, this happened. And this is what I'm going to do to your enemies. You are doomed if you fight me. Now we can be friends, Brother Cantaloupe, Sister Watermelon. We don't have to carry on like this. We don't have to fight. We can be friends. Why don't we find peace and love? But it's your choice. All I'm saying to you, I'm just trying to keep you from being doomed. Because the Son of God...
Kyle, that's because this fat fuck loves destruction, dude. He'll fucking destroy a box of donuts, too. He'll also destroy a bag of fucking poise pads.
God has appeared to me. I already know what he's going to do to you. You got this other idiot, this faggot named Rich Holmes. God's telling me to call that punk by name.
This is where we knew he was losing it, man. This was from August of 23? Yeah. Yeah, this is David. This is when we knew David was on some shit, man. He was pissed.
You got this other idiot, this faggot named Rich Holmes. God's telling me to call that punk by name. He's up here speaking all this evil against us, against me on YouTube. You gonna die, Rich. God gonna kill you if you don't repent.
Okay. Now, exactly when I talked to the feds about this, I was like, God or not, that was a fucking death threat. That was a fucking death threat. I don't care which way you fucking look at it. That was a fucking death threat. That was a death threat. Putting God as a proxy, you can't. If I did that, if I said, David, you're going to die for not repenting, I would go to fucking jail. I would. I would never be able to issue that kind of threat against a fucking church leader. I would lose my channel and I'd probably be put in prison. This was August of 23, I think, give or take. Let me check the date because I saved it. It happened same day. 11 months ago. So it was just about a year ago to the date, actually. Yeah, about a year ago to the date, almost 11 months.
Yeah, you'll be in a car accident somewhere. You just die. You listen, God will take your life in one day. You better repent.
You better repent.
Remember, you're a chariot wheel under the red sea to me.
Best part.
A lot of people follow, just few people are so deceived. They following that faggot. And I know he's controlled by Rick Frazier. He's a faggot too.
That was the best. That was the best right there. Thinking that Rick Frazier was paying me. Yeah. No, he was pissed this night. No, he was pissed. Let's back it up.
God gonna kill this faggot name.
No, he was pissed. And then I sent this over to the feds. I was like, this is bullshit. No, this guy wanted me fucking dead. For sure. No, David wanted me fucking dead. He wanted me out of the fucking equation. That's a fucking fact. His language says it right here. Yep. Yeah.
You got this other idiot, this faggot named Rich Holmes. God's telling me to call that punk by name. He's up here speaking all this evil against us, against me on YouTube. You gonna die, Rich. God gonna kill you if you don't repent.
Okay, cool. Bring it to me.
Yeah, you'll be in a car accident somewhere. You just die. You listen, God will take your life in one day. You better repent. Remember, you're a chariot wheel under the red sea to me.
Hold on, Cliff just hit me up right now. I gotta fucking I gotta get the Bluetooth connected.
A lot of people follow, just few people are so deceived. They following that faggot. And I know he's controlled by Rick Frazier. He's a faggot too.
This
All
is a
these
hate group.
pedophiles in these.
This is a hate group. All right, let me bring Cliff on in. See if he gives a few minutes of his time. Kind of share the Cliff, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me see if I got you on the roadcaster here. Can you hear me, Cliff?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead, Cliff. Take it, man. I just want to see if we can get a few minutes of your time today, man.
Oh yeah. How's
Okay.
everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good, man.
Yeah,
Glad to be back on here with y'all.
yeah. Have a quick chat with you for a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you just take the chat, man, and just let everybody know what you think of this?
I was eating. Clicked off. Tell me where you had left off at, man.
Well, we're doing the death threat videos of David.
Okay.
Yeah, and just kind of like when you see him get busted, like what was your initial reaction?
Like when I saw it, you know what I'm saying? It was like it was surreal, you know, and it still ain't really fully settled in yet because it's like this is 30 plus years in the making.
Yeah,
And so it's like, you know, you hear all the stories of people from the past and people who were there while I was presently there at the time. And then
like Vicki.
the horror stories. Uh-huh.
Was she there when you were there?
Vicki Yohe?
Yeah.
Vicki Yohe was there when I was there, probably like maybe 4 months during the time that I was still there. She came the last few months that I was there. And so she was there from like 2017 until, you know, I guess 2018, 2019 when she had spoke out. And so, you know, Vicki, I'll say this publicly. Vicki Yohe is taking advantage of this situation right now. Vicki Yohe is a victim of David Taylor, the womanizer. She's not a victim of David Taylor, the cult leader. And what's going on right now is the breakdown and the exposure of David Taylor, the cult leader. You know, what she experienced, I don't take away her pain as, as far as a relationship. I get that. But that isn't criminal. If that's the case, the majority of the world will be locked up because so many people have been cheated on, men and women, etc. And so Vicki was, like I said, she was there for the tail end while I was there. And the time that I was around Vicki, like I said, she didn't experience anything that we did as people who were a part of the cult. And so when she came into town, she rode in the Bentley, she rode in the Rolls Royce, she rode in, I don't know if she rode in the limo, but it was during that time frame. And, she got the princess queen treatment. So what she got mostly was she seen myself, Daniel Gwynn, and maybe some of the others when David would lash out at us. And I know it struck a chord in her then, because she would ask, hey, do you got to talk to them like that? And, she said something then, but it wasn't, like I said, she saw things, but it wasn't until she recognized that David was not only about her and their relationship that she decided to say something and speak out. So, the crocodile tears and all of that, don't fall for it because she's using this as an opportunist, just like David does. Like Rich said earlier, they came together to collaborate because they thought that they were going to lift each other up, get this money, etc. But it ain't work out like that.
Nope.
And it wasn't supposed to work out like that because had it worked out like that with her platform, it would have just been so many more people set up for failure by following David, knowing that she was lying about her testimony concerning him. And, what did you want me to expound, further on that or get into the death threat videos?
I'm just curious. I think we're all curious, like how you feel about it.
I mean, like I said, man, it's surreal, but because it's like it's gonna happen at some point, and you're wanting it to happen, you're expecting it to happen, but there's no way to prepare for it happening. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying last week, the investigators and things, they don't keep us informed of anything.
Fuck no.
And so it's like we're in the dark like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't call us and be like, hey, Rich and Cliff, we're gonna go fucking raid this week. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
They're always like,
I've been down there waiting.
Yeah, they're like, we don't want to tell you what's going on because we don't want to give up our end of the film. Like, I get it, I understand.
Yeah, exactly. And man, I'm just so grateful and thankful that they came through, and because this is the end of the reign of terror that David has been using on people across all of America, man.
It is. It was a literal reign of terror, right? It's the best way to explain it. And you know what? Since we're here, the feds, if you guys are watching this, thank you. This is all we asked for was accountability. That is it. That is it. You guys have a lot of work to do, though. You guys have a lot of work to do. You guys are dealing with a new type of criminal in the church, man. This is the framework.
That's right. That's right. So thankful for your work.
Yeah, we are. You guys' as tax dollars, all those raids, guess what? That was your tax dollars.
Yep.
We literally saw our tax dollars. Yeah, we literally saw our tax dollars at work. Literally.
Yes.
That's the type of shit I like to see.
Yes, man. Because Rich, I'm so happy to see it happen. I hate that it had to come to this, in which
we warned him.
David wasn't willing to just stop, but I'm glad that no matter what happened, that he is stopped. And, as far as the people that's still there in the cult, they're running on fumes right now. still the adrenaline of what was taking place.
I agree.
And so once that high wears off, you're gonna start seeing these people falling off.
Yep.
And it's just like he's been their lifeline, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you name it, financially.
Yep.
And so, that's why some of them people, they've, even since he's been arrested, some of them have inboxed me or commented on my page and things. I need to watch my mouth and what I say about David, all that foolish junk. But I still ain't got nothing bad to say about none of them, because that was me, and I know what these types of things do to the mind. And so, to everybody that's on the staff that's still listening right now, or you will be listening to this later, I'm still here with open arms. I love you. Y'all still my brothers and sisters. And, we're going to get through this thing together.
Yeah.
And so
Y'all,
I don't view y'all as an enemy.
Y'all,
there
is
None
help out
do.
there for you guys too if you want it. It's
That's
free.
right.
It's fucking free too. All you got to
That's
do
right.
is say, "Hey, I need help." There are
That's
people
it.
out there ready to help you guys. And be careful with the sexual abuse lawyers too, because something I want to be clear about with the survivors.
Mhm.
Watch out for the sexual abuse lawyers, okay? Be real fucking careful right now.
Tell us about that, Rich.
Okay, so because there's sexual abuse involved and about the money with David, there's going to be a lot of fucking scummy lawyers coming out trying to capitalize on these cases right now. Be very, very, very fucking careful.
Gotcha.
Yep. Because this is in the news and they're seeing how much money is. They know they're sexual abuse survivors. These fucking sexual abuse lawyers are fucking scumbags, man.
I see.
Yep. Be careful.
That's wisdom right there.
What help is there? All she needs to do, honestly, she could call the FBI, Renee, and tell them like, "Hey, I was in this cult and I need help." That's all they need to do. That's all they need to do. There's a number to call for this case. This case specifically. They're looking for people.
Yes.
They are looking for
All
people,
over.
right? Yes, they are looking for people all over for this right now. They are.
Yeah, because y'all got to understand, like that clip that Rich played, I believe yesterday or the day before, where that lady got on there, that analyst, she said this is the first that we've seen in the
Ever.
United States history.
Ever.
So you got to understand, when we see David, we see some overweight slob, right? But this is so much bigger than David. There are so many David Taylors out there
Yes.
around the world.
Yep.
And so we broke something, like I said, 2 years ago. If y'all would go back and listen to some of those interviews that me and Rich first did, I said it 2 years ago. This is bigger than David, and we cracking something spiritually, And so because David, there's other preachers that's scamming too that has a much bigger name than David, but it's the way David did these things that we've exposed the inner workings of something so destructive that some of these other cult leaders would then latch on to later. And so by us exposing this evil empire that David had built over these past 30 plus years, we are dismantling in the future any other people that try to raise up another cult and do it by this same model. So this is so much bigger than we can anticipate even right now after he's been arrested.
This is framework.
And so it's so huge, man.
It is. It's framework.
Yes,
this is
that's what
framework.
It is.
It is. The feds have never dealt with this before. Ever.
It's huge.
We've tried to find out. A lot of us have gone back. Has this ever happened? No.
Yeah.
No. FLDS, yeah, that was different. Right?
Right.
But not like this. This had a different kind of, what do you say? It was like a different darkness.
Yeah. Simply put.
This was a different type of darkness.
Yes, it is. And it runs very deep and subtle in your own psyche. Because you got to understand, a cult, they don't look for stupid people and dumb people. They need people who are smart, who can run things for them, who can, not only take instructions, but completely, after a certain point, completely leave aside their own judgment and take on the judgment and the mindset of the entire group. And so David and other people like him, they look for people who are smart. So I've seen, all of these, think pieces of people who believe they know what goes on inside of a cult, and they think that everybody in there is brain dead. Oh, how could these people be so stupid? And
No.
you are completely wrong.
Michelle's smart. Let's be real clear about
yeah.
that. Michelle's a smart little bitch. That's why she's in prison.
Oh yeah. They ran up $50 million, man, in the past 10 years. That ain't a stupid person.
And that's,
now,
do you think it's more,
they're
Cliff?
wicked.
Do you think it's more than 50 million?
Well, I saw, like, when I first got there, David was going through a bankruptcy, and it had just switched over to Joshua Media Ministries from Resurrection Media Ministries. And so he had just went through a bankruptcy and some other things then. And then after his divorce, he did another bankruptcy for himself personally. And so I saw, like, the old books, how much money he had brought in, like, them first few years that I was there.
Yeah.
And it was like maybe 200,000, 300,000, 2, 3, 400,000 for the first few years that I was there, from like 2008 to maybe 2012. And in 2012 and beyond, it started to grow. And Michelle, she got on full time in 2013. And so from 2013 to, I want to say it was like 2017, I saw, or 2016, I saw he was bringing in millions then. And I was surprised when I saw them numbers, because it was like 3 million, 8 million. And I was thinking, like, he bringing in all of this money and we ain't getting nothing. And the reason I was even thinking that was because those were his promises. When the money start flowing in, I'm going to be able to start paying the staff. So he would tell us these things. And so we would look forward to it.
So he'd actually tell you he was going to pay you guys, and he never did.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
And so he would tell us those things, and it was just like, the cheese on the rat wheel, though. We just got to make this push. I just had this dream, and Jesus told me that we got this deadline. And so now, we pushing for this deadline, and, he'll even tell us, yeah, we all made it. And then, just like in corporate America, they give you a pizza party or something.
Yeah.
And so
$1 billion
he
company
made record profits.
Yeah, $1 billion company. Hey, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and just buy you guys some fucking pizzas. Good job, by the way. Here's some pizza.
And a pool party at the residential center. And everybody so attention starved, and we don't get any type of compensation. Yay! We're 5 years old, man. It's crazy stuff, man.
Yeah,
sad.
Zero bubble. Yeah, Michelle was the main concubine in charge.
Yep, sure was.
That's why Michelle's wearing an orange jumpsuit now.
Sure is.
She looks really good in orange, doesn't she, Cliff?
No, she always looked bad, man. I told you she looked like Stallone, man.
She looks.
You catch her without that makeup, it's a hard day, bro.
You know what people told me? Like, she should have went to bed with makeup on that day.
Man, every day, because I'm telling you, that's how she looks, and she would not come out the room, or for a long time. I remember she wouldn't allow none of the people to see her like that unless they lived in the house with her.
Really? So she was socially isolated, also.
Yeah, vain, man. Like she. I'm talking about, she wouldn't come out unless her face was made up. She wouldn't let people see how hard her face really is.
She didn't want people seeing her all busted up, huh? Looked like fucking fell out of the tree and hit every fucking branch on the way down. Yeah, I wouldn't either, Michelle.
Yeah, me neither.
Michelle, you know what your makeup's gonna be in prison is fucking packets of Kool-Aid now. There's a good question. Jez Spirit, do you think they're going to try to run the cult without David and Michelle, or do you think they'll burn out at some point? I think they'll burn out.
Yeah, they'll burn out for sure.
They'll burn out.
They'll burn out for sure because, you see, before Michelle got there, David tried with myself. He tried with Kathleen. He tried with Marcy, and maybe a couple other people that he tried to get us to be in Michelle's position.
Mm-hmm.
But none of us really caught on. You know, like we could do the things that we knew to do, but when it came to bringing in like those large sums of money and, you know, getting on the phone and persuading people, you know, out of $50,000, like we didn't have that type of gift of gab.
Yeah.
You know, and so David, he would get frustrated. And so what he wound up doing was he took those of us that he saw who may have had potential to run that position. He saw the different strengths that we had. And then when Michelle came, she was able to fill in the gap in all of those areas. So, you know, each of us taught her those different areas that we were over. And then, you know, she pretty much mastered it and learned how to bring in money in those different areas. And so once she learned that, immediately, you know, he threw up in our face. Yes, God told me to give her $200,000 a year, you know, and so it was like, okay, cool. She bringing in money. Cool. So, she gets some money. So whatever. But
it sounds to me like David paid for that ass.
Yeah, of course. Of course. That's what he does.
$200,000 piece of ass.
And it ain't worth $100. And yeah, because you know that's what he do, man. You know, he gotta lead with his money, or it ain't even his money. He gotta lead with that donor money, and you know that's how he gets the women. You know, he'll buy them some nice gifts and things like that, and depending on what he determines is the caliber of that woman, she may get more than the other ones. You know, some might just get a a wet spot in the bed. You know, the others, you know, they might get some shoes, might get a car, might get some rent paid, you know, things like that. But he always lead with his wallet.
Somebody said it hurts when you're waking up to learn you were played as a pawn. Yeah, it does. It hurts.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. It's a process, man. It's not something that happens overnight either. Cliff will tell you, it takes time, man.
Oh yeah, you go through the emotions of, man, how could this happen to me? How could I have been so stupid? Then you feel the hurt, the pain, then you feel the anger. You go through it all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And none of it is wrong for how you feel. Face it all, accept it all, you know, and that's how you get through that pain. You know, that's how you heal.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at that point, you got to understand it's all in your mind. You know, I was no longer in the cult. I had been removed for years, but mentally, you know, when I thought about it, it would put a wrench in my stomach. It would hurt, you know, but I had to face it head on. Yeah. I couldn't make any excuse, you know, just like, you know, David is who he is. He's wrong for what he's done. But at the same time, there's still a level of accountability for myself, because from the very first time I heard anything, I could have just left right then and there. Yeah. But I still chose to go through that. And that's what I had to look myself in the mirror and say, you know what? All of this is not David's fault. A lot of this I allowed, you know, was it wrong? Absolutely. But that was something that I had to accept for myself, for my own healing. And that had nothing to do with David or anybody else in the cult. It's for me personally. And so
it's like there's accountability. There's also a level of accountability you have to take for yourself also.
Most definitely. That's right.
Tracking. Okay.
That's right. And when you do that, man, because it's easy to blame people when they've hurt you, but you also have to look at, hey, I've allowed it. You know, if somebody hurt me one time, that's that's out of my control.
Yeah.
But if I stay there with an abuser, you know, that's not on them. You know, no matter what tactics and whatever things that they may use, ultimately, it's my decision. You know, it's our decision as an individual, because when you lose sight of yourself as an individual, it's easy to get caught up, and it's easy to believe anything that anybody tells you about yourself because you no longer have any self-identity.
David strips identity from people. That he's a master at that, man.
Yeah, he is.
That's what he does. He strips people's identity, kind of like the military does. They take your identity and build you up a new one. David just takes it, doesn't give you one back.
He studies that, man.
Yeah,
he studies that. That's right. He'll break you down and not build you up.
Yeah. Breaks you down without the build up. Leaves you into look at where him and Michelle are now.
Man,
they're being extradited. They're going to prison. And honestly, you know what, Cliff? It's like you and Valerie coming out on the channel and speaking your testimonies, and anybody else who's out there watching, you guys are listening. You're ready to talk about what happened. We're listening. We're listening.
Yes, we are.
We're listening. This is getting bigger. This case, we've been talking about this. This case will set a framework for these types of crimes in churches
for decades to come.
Yeah, this is going in the fucking books. No, the feds are going to write this one down. They'll be like, okay. Yeah. The feds
this
are
is huge, man.
This is a huge framework. It is. David.
And you know, Rich, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, brother. Go.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, you know, like I was just, you know, when we first did even before we did the interviews, when I just called to talk to you, you know, you were the first person that I had ever opened up to about any of it, you know, and even my closest friends, because I knew that if I was to ever speak about it, I knew that they had to have a level of understanding, even though they may not have been a part of a cult themselves. Yeah. And you had that, man. And, you know, I just wanted to share what was on my heart at the time. And I did want to see, you know, David be brought down, stop, you know, hurting these people. But I had no idea, man, how impactful this really was. You know, because I was just sharing what I went through. And, you know, because I've healed from it and everything, it was just me, you know, sharing what's happened in the past. But there's so many people who have reached out to me over the time since we got together, man.
That's good.
And
that was the point.
Yeah, man, it's been so impactful, bro. And they coming out the woodwork, especially now.
Have they really?
Even some people.
Can you give us kind of a number how many people have contacted you since David got raided? I've had about 10 people contact me since David got raided.
Since he's gotten raided, probably about 7 or 8.
Okay.
Since the raid, and then since and as far as that, about 4 of them are former members, of which I sent the interview to them 2 years ago when we first did it.
The very first one?
And they didn't respond to me back then. But now they're starting to reach out. And now, you know, they want to talk.
That's good.
And so it's like...
That's where the healing starts.
Yeah, that's right, man.
It does. Start talking about it.
That's right.
You survivors, you're all going to have to get together and you're all going to have to process this together to find out what happened because everybody experienced it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody experienced this in a different way. Everybody took it a different way. And David, he used certain types of psychological control throughout people. Like he had to use different kinds of mind control on people. Everybody's different.
That's right.
David I think that's what ultimately frustrated David about this too, Cliff, is that we were gathering all this information on him. He didn't know where to get it from.
Yeah. And ironically, Jesus didn't tell him face to face.
David's always so used to gathering information, and it's like, hey, let's start gathering information on him. Let's start documenting him. That's what it took, you guys. That's what it took. Cliff, Valerie, all the other survivors that came out. That's what it took, man.
Yep.
To document it. You have to document it.
It sure did, man, because I'm telling you, I knew when we did it initially, man, you could just feel the momentum shift, you know, and David, he never had a response for it. You know, he would say things, but there was no real counter because we didn't, you know, throw just some slurs at them and lie on them and try to make them look bad. All we did was tell the truth about them. And that in itself is what brought David down.
Yes, Zero Babble.
Because-
Yeah. He bought books for him. I'm sorry, Zero Babble is asking a question. Did the speaker ever see David reading cult books? Yeah, David read books about fucking communism.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought the books for him.
He would ask me, like, let's say, he's in the so-called shutaway. This was back in 2010. He was in the church up in Port Huron, Michigan. And he had sent me a text message. He said, order these books and these CDs and DVDs for me from Amazon. And so it was like a huge list, probably like 50 books, 20 DVDs and, a number of CDs and stuff as far as music, documentaries, mainly as far as the videos, it was like documentaries and stuff.
Mhm.
Hitler documentaries, war documentaries, psychological warfare documentaries,
Okay.
Philadelphia experiment, all of these different type of things, psychic warfare, all of these things which are real. And, but back then during that time, he would say, these aren't, I'm just studying these, so I have a better understanding. And it's like, obviously, but I had no idea that he was using it on me.
Yeah.
At the time, you know what I'm saying? And so once I got out of there, and because you got to understand, I went to church as a little boy, by force. So I didn't really have a biblical foundation until I got older, and I had an interest in the scriptures. And so when I got with David, my whole biblical foundation was built off what David would say. And so if you somebody like me, I was 23 at the time, and there's people, you got to understand, they're coming in there at 18 years old. As soon as they turn 18 and younger than, I was at 23, you got to understand, you may be an adult on paper, but your mind is still not developed. And if your only spiritual foundation is based on the teachings of a cult leader, that's all you're going to know. That's all you're going to know. And so it's not far-fetched to say or to see people who get caught up in cults, because a lot of us, that's our foundation. We did not, when people say, well, just read the Bible. We are reading the Bible, but through the cult leader's lens.
Yeah.
And when you see that they've been in ministry, 20 years, 30 years, it's like, how can I come in and tell this guy, no, you're wrong. This isn't scriptural. I don't know anything yet. And that's why it takes time. And as it takes time, the more time that it takes, you got to realize that hook is in you. It goes deeper and deeper over the years. And so it takes one major act of courage to really get free. That's why a lot of us leave abruptly, because you can't say, hey, you know what? I'm not really feeling this anymore. I need to get out of here. And so, you already know at that point, and people know this who are still there. If anybody has any type of opposing thoughts contrary to the way David runs things, then you're going to get scolded by multiple people in the cult, to make you shrink back down and be afraid to leave. And once I left the cult, I got into my own studies. I started studying metaphysics, and I started studying, the subconscious and things like that.
It's like you had to reset yourself.
Exactly.
Right? You had to do your own reset. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Like, tell people how you had to reset. We've talked about it.
That's it, bro. You got to self-reset, because you got to understand, people say, well, we'll just fast and pray and Jesus will do it. No, it don't work like that.
No.
There's real work that you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
You got to reprogram your brain.
You have to, man, because somebody programmed it and you did not know it.
Yep. You basically, these people coming out without the help, they have to break down their entire thought process and then fucking rebuild up a new one like Cliff did. I've talked to Cliff about what he's studying, and he's studying all fucking aspects of religion because he's doing a full reset. He's
That's
doing a
right.
full
You
fucking
have to.
reset. You have to. You have to. This is how you do it. Like Cliff's saying, you have to start all over, man. You got to walk through kind of every book, man. Do a full reset.
Yep. That's right. You know, and like, you know, and that's another thing. You know, a lot of people have, you know, they're turned off by me now. You know, some, or not a lot of people, but some people that I knew. I'll say it like that. Some people that I knew who I went to church with, or you know, they were Christians or are Christians. I'm no longer a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still me. You know, I haven't changed. But a lot of people, if I no longer follow the path that they think I should be on, they act different. They act funny. And so I'm totally fine with that, you know, and those same people who judge me because I'm no longer a Christian and they look down on me and think, you know, I'm trying to find my way and, you know, I'm lost. They got to understand that's cult talk. You know what I'm saying? You may not be in something as extreme as David's cult, but if you look down on people that you've been friends with or you've had a relationship with for years while you both were Christians, but they may no longer be Christians, and you switch up because of that, something is wrong with you. You know, not the person that is seeking deeper. Something is wrong with you because your character shows that you can't handle anybody who thinks differently than you. And that's a group mentality. That's a hive mindset. And people like myself who've been in that, like truly been in that, we don't have time for anybody like you. You know, we don't need your fake support. We don't need your fake love. You know, oh, I've been praying for you. No, you haven't. You've been gossiping about me. You know, and I spoke with a young lady this morning. I did a tele interview, you know, for her magazine article, right? And I was sharing with her.
Was this with
that,
regards to the cult, Cliff?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, good for you, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Get those articles nailed down, bro. Get them.
Yeah, we getting it out there, man.
Good.
You know, because there's so many people that are in a position that I was in that need so much help, man. And
can we ask
all
what
they need to see?
Can we ask what magazine, or is it still kind of a hush hush type deal?
I'll be releasing it in the next day or so when she sends it to me.
Cool, bitchin'. I'll put it on the channel. When you do, let me know.
Yep,
I'll post it.
I got you. That way everybody can see it and know what's going on, man.
Would love to.
And
good.
Because I'm telling you, Rich, everybody that is a part of this community, bro, everybody that's listening, that's tuned in right now, even if you still in that cult right now and you tuned in, you hearing this for a reason, because you're a part of something so much bigger. You know, even as a, you know, as a person who experienced what I've experienced, and I've had the opportunity to be a part of this, it still ain't really settled in for me, you know. And so I'm telling you, if you've never been a part of this cult, or, you know, you never been to the services or anything like that, don't think that your part and your support in this movement is minimal. It is huge. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just get on the chat, push like, and share your comments, that is pivotal, you know, because that lets us know that we ain't the only ones. We ain't crazy, you know what I'm saying? But this thing is really working. And we're not just, we're past the point of believing and hoping. We getting results. And we still got a long way to go. But I'm telling y'all, this is just the beginning. And so, as we've been seeing,
like, you're kind of cryptic right now, and I like it because there's something I get it. No, I feel like you're brewing something, and that's cool.
You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I'm good. Tracking.
Yes.
Tracking. Okay.
It's huge, bro.
Did you ever witness David being vain? Fuck yeah, I'm sure you did.
Haven't we all? Yes, absolutely, man.
Some people are asking, Cliff, how did you find the channel? What brought you to the channel?
I want to say in 20, 20, there was some channel on YouTube that I came across where they were exposing David and his finances. They were breaking down from a financial standpoint. They were breaking down the deposition, and after that, I started, getting more videos about David in my feed, and then I came across rest in peace, Lord Pender. I came across his videos, man, and I was crying watching them videos, cracking up, and then Court Watch, and I just started coming across some of these different videos, and then I came across yours, and I'm like, okay, this isn't just the funny videos that's been edited, with some funny things on it, but I'm like, as I'm listening to you, I'm like, okay, he getting on some real things, and so just my algorithm, if I came across Rich, and when I was listening to him, I'm like, all right, he hitting on some things that's pretty accurate. And so after that, I listened to him again, and I'm like, man, he knows his stuff, And so I was getting glued in, and then one day, it was in April 2023.
The hotel.
Date, huh?
It was the hotel, I think, that brought you to the channel ultimately.
Yeah, I saw you speaking about that, and then it was just like, man, because I didn't even know my family had moved down there. My ex-wife, she was taking my children to and fro, and I had no idea. And when you had exposed that, I had saw them on camera, and I'm like, okay, she's been lying to me, and that just really broke everything open. And I called my ex-wife after I saw them on that video at the hotel, and I confronted her about that, and I told her, I said, look, you need to tell me the truth about what's going on with my children. You can do whatever you want to do, but I advised her. I said, listen here, you need to get out of that cult. And she went and told, I guess, David and Michelle, David calls me on three-way with my ex-wife, and just hearing his voice, man, that set off a bomb on the inside of me, man. And that was my first time that I ever spoke up for myself to David. And, he was taken back.
Real quick, Cliff, I'm looking at the view count on some of these videos right now, on some of the news videos. Fox 13 Tampa has 2.1 million, and Fox 13 6 days ago has 1.1.
Damn. He getting that worldwide attention.
David, guess what? You're getting the worldwide attention that you always wanted, big dog.
You made it, man.
You made it. Yeah, made it to the big top, David. Shit.
We see you everywhere.
Yeah, here it is. This is the one I want to play tonight right here when we get time to. This is the one because these are human trafficking experts. And you guys, we are human trafficking experts now.
Say that. Say that again.
We're human trafficking experts now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we figured this shit out. One thing the feds wanted to know how we figured out was prostitution and trafficking is like, dude, we just looked at the website on DHS. I was like, that was too easy. There were some other players, in fact, in the process that let us know, like, about the prostitution. We were already kind of theorizing, like, what the fuck is fucking Deli Belly doing here? What fuck's Maheshi Expressi doing here?
Right.
The fuck is this guy doing? Mahesh fucked up. Mahesh fucked up showing up.
That's where they blew it. That opened up a can of worms.
I do. The hotel, that's what blew the trafficking dynamic open for us. The fact that, and I asked, Cliff, I spoke to ABC Houston, and I was like, yo, dude, the journalist, I was like, hey, what church moves its entire operation into a hotel and doesn't let anybody in or out? They never used the content because I was like, you know what, too? I was like, the funny thing about this, I was like, look, we actually called the county appraisal district and told them this was going on, and they never did anything about it. Yeah. Emails, called them, fire marshals.
And it's like, and this is all documented, man. And it's like, where's their accountability? What do they got to say? It's like this has continued to go on for so long, not up underneath their noses because they've been informed about it, and they turn a blind eye to it, and that's so sad, that. Oh, go ahead, Rich.
I don't think they turned a blind eye. I think they were letting David fucking choke himself. Like, let him fucking hang
You
himself.
think so?
Fuck yeah. I think the deposition, I was talking to another channel member, and this is one he's here quite often, and we email back and forth silently, and we talk about some things. He was like, the IRS probably fucking saw that deposition and thought, okay, this guy thinks he's above everybody. They started analyzing it, and they started, after that, they're like, nope, go get these guys. And it became a...
Oh, yeah. As far as the feds, I know how they work, but I mean, as far as like how you reached out to the fire department, the media, all of those guys who could have blasted this thing, a long time ago, but they wouldn't.
You guys want to see something here real quick?
Yeah.
Let me get to my sent box here. Okay. What I'm going to show you guys here. Give me 1 second here. The first one I ever sent was... You guys want to see this shit? Check this out. I'm not even bullshitting you. I sent it June 28th, 2022 when they first bought that place in Avila. Check this out. Forced labor cult operating in and around Avila Country Club.
Wow. We got receipts.
Got receipts, man. Got receipts. What is pingo? Everybody keeps asking that. Pingo is David's favorite word in the dictionary. Urban Dictionary. Pingo is basically... A pingo is a dome-shaped mound consisting of a layer of soil over a large core of ice occurring in permafrost. But if you go to Urban Dictionary, dick in Spanish, apparently. Or therefore can be used as a nickname for someone named Ricardo or Rich. So Dave, he was technically directing that at me. Pingo. Yeah, you figure what that out is, pingo. Yeah, yeah, it's like David's on. I read Urban Dictionary because that's all I fucking read. But yes, we did send out letters to Avila to warn them about this operation. There's the receipt right there. I sent this one out June 28th, 2022 at 9:05 a.m. I sent a couple out. Uncle Jake did, called, left messages. Nobody listened. Nobody listened. And I'm actually coming with receipts and showing you. There's my fucking email right there.
Yep.
Yeah, you know why mainstream doesn't want me on the news? Because I'll tell them to fucking shove it. I will. Not anymore. And at this point, guys, I think I've decided not to do collabs with anybody. Because people are reaching out to me that I've never fucking met before. Hey, do you have this video? Do you have this? One content creator reached out to me today. It's called Prophetic fucking TV News or some shit like that. Hey, do you have this video? I'm like, well, you're prophetic. Can you find it yourself? Like, why do you need my help?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you need my help? You're a prophetic news channel. Go fucking find the video. Use your prophetic powers. Seriously. I'm serious. And that's... So people keep asking, like, yo, a lot of people came out of the woodwork, and that's just... It was going to happen, you guys.
Yeah.
It was going to happen. Because this was big.
Huge, man.
Mm-hmm. But it's going to be people like Cliff and their testimonies that were actually done on the channel that are going to be used. We've already discussed that. Like, I don't know to what extent, but what I haven't even been told yet. Don't know. But the framework is going to be used off these interviews. I know that.
It's huge. Mm-hmm. And you know, man, it's like, you know, when you go through something traumatizing, it's like, you know, it seems like it's never going to end. And then when you finally overcome your fears and you deal with the emotions and the mental trauma that you keep replaying in your mind. Once you get over that hump, the sun shines a whole lot brighter. I'm telling you from experience. And there's absolutely nothing that, like I said, I'm speaking in hindsight now. I would do it over. I would do it over because I see how big of a breakthrough this really is. You know, if I would have, if I would have known beforehand, like you're gonna go through this when you go there, I would not have done it. But I'm telling you, I'm so much stronger now than I've ever been in my life. And it wasn't about me, because like I said, in hindsight, I can look back and see I was always going to get through it. But there's so many others who do not, and they won't get the opportunity, and they lose their lives in some of these places, and they lose their minds, and it can get very destructive, if people are not careful with who they connect with, even if they get out of there. Because people will jump from one cult to the other.
We've seen it.
Because they're used to that foundation.
We've seen it.
They're afraid to stand on their own. That's right. We see it currently. And
it's like a vein. It's like a heroin addict, man. It's like fucking jabbing a vein.
There you go. There you go. And that Stockholm syndrome is real. People will continue to go back to the one that oppresses them and hurts them and causes them the most harm because it's what they're used to. And they've been conditioned to believe that that type of abuse that they're receiving is love, and it's not. But it's always easier to identify it and call it out from the outside than when you're actually going through it.
I'm going to wrap it up, Cliff. Any of the cult members that are listening, I'm going to give you the last word for it, man.
I'll say this to any cult member that's currently listening. Go back 2 years ago and listen to the interviews that me and Rich did. Because in there, I was speaking ahead of time about what we're experiencing right now. Rich broke down those things on many different segments. We were feeding off of one another. We were feeding off one another in the comments in the group. And more things were coming out, and it allowed me to share more of the deep insight of the things that we experienced there with David and Michelle. And so those of you who know me, we've spent years together around each other. We've been in them trenches together. It's your time. Daniel Gwynn, if you're listening, you called me after I left from the cult. And this was when Vicki Yohe first spoke out. And David wanted me to groom you on how to handle any type of opposition, whether it be on Facebook or whether it be people saying things to you. How to handle that opposition as David's armor bearer in the midst of that type of heat. And while me and you was on the phone, you told me, you said, "Hey, bro, I know you out and you handling your business. But if you could, please come back, bro. I need help because you know how Apostle is." Unquote. That's what you said to me, Daniel Gwynn. Bro, I know exactly what you're going through. And this is what I'm telling you. And the other men that's around David, who's been abused by David, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's y'all's time to come out.
Walk away, guys.
It's time to come out. Mm-hmm. Ladies who have been lied to by David. I know you feel embarrassed, but that's okay. You're not the only one. There's so many other women who have come out and they've spoken against him. They told the truth about him. You may not want to believe it, or you may not wanted to believe it in the past, but you know that it's true now. It's your time to come out. This whole thing is done. You know, I don't go out parading and saying, hey, I'm a prophet and da 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 da. But I can tell you what was going to happen. Just like I told David while me and him was on the phone. Ashley Ware, it's your time to come out. You already know how I am. There's no animosity in my heart towards none of y'all. It's your time to come out. There's no fear. There's no fear out here. None of y'all got to be scared of nothing. How do I know that? Because according to David, I should have been dead years ago with his failed prophecies over and over. But when I told that fat sucker he was going to get locked up, those words did not fall to the ground. Hey, listen, we see what's going on. You can deny it all you want, but the facts are the facts. That's all we dealing with over here. The facts are the facts. And so this is your open door. It's an opportunity. And so I ask you all who are ready to walk through it. I'm here. Contact me on social media. Contact me through Rich. Contact
I'll
me
get you guys in
however
touch.
you need to.
I'll put you guys in touch. I will not share your information. I won't. If you guys are looking to get out and you're looking to reconnect with these guys, they're right here. They're waiting for you guys. We've been listening, everybody. We've fucking been listening.
Yes.
We've been.
Yes, and we here for y'all, man.
We're here. We're here. There's help. Free help.
That's right.
You guys don't have to do
shit. You ain't got to be ashamed to come.
Nope. Don't be ashamed. We're not about that. Look, I've done some fucked up shit in my life, man. There's a lot of shit I'm ashamed of. I don't want to be made to feel ashamed of because of mistakes I've made. We're definitely not going to do that here to you.
That's right.
This was a very powerful operation.
That's right.
This was a very powerful operation, man. A lot of people got fucked over by this guy.
That's right.
We're going to watch. Cliff, I'll let you go. We love you, man. Fuck, we love you, dude. Everybody said ever since the first interview compared to now, it's a completely, we can tell, you know?
We felt that momentum shift, man.
Yeah, we know who the real Cliff Ware is, you know? And it's fucking, we love it. We fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm able to share myself with you all, you know, because it's so much bigger than just one person, but collectively, we get it done.
Yeah,
we get it done, man.
Well, I'll let you go, big brother. You have a good night, Cliff.
All right, thank you, Rich, man.
All right,
I
love
love
you,
you all. Talk to you soon, man.
All right, be good, brother.
Peace.
Bye. All right, Cliff Ware. Thank you. That's a brother Cliff. That was David's security guard. Sat right next to him for a long time. Saw everything, heard everything. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Cliff. Love you, brother. Love you, Cliff. Now, yeah, David incarcerated. David incarcerated. David incarcerated. All right. Now, this is Fox 13. We did email Fox 13 about the cult moving in too, by the way. We're going to watch this because there's some human rights specialists on this. Listen to what they say about this place.
We continue to follow the investigation.
God, she looks like shit. Look at fucking Bozo the Clown. Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Investigation into David Taylor and Michelle Brannon, two self-proclaimed religious leaders arrested last week. They're accused of operating a forced labor network under the guise of their church and
okay, see this house? All right.
They're accused of operating a forced labor network under.
All right, so we emailed this HOA and told them, hey, there's a human trafficking operation running in this fucking location.
under the guise of their
all these fucking cars were right here. Jenny Janiak thought she was going to get one of these, and then the feds raided like the next day. All these cars. Once the indictments are handed down and the charges are handed down, hey, Jackie, this will all belong to the federal government. They're going to take everything that was used to facilitate the crime, the properties, everything that was used. It's all going to this
church and operating call center.
Look at this. There's a Fed right there. He's like, hey, these are nice fucking cars. Look, he had fucking bows wrapped on all of them. He's like, hey, you know what? The feds are coming. I'm going to go ahead and fucking gift wrap these fucking brand new cars for him. Hey, you know what? There's 2 bulletproof cars in here too. That's what's all available to them for free. Freedom in Christ Jesus. No, there's actually counselors on our channel and therapists, certified, like licensed fucking trauma therapists that had said, hey, we'll help. So if there's anybody in Virginia and Arizona, okay, we have a therapist here that can help you for free. I'll get you in touch with them, and there will be no questions asked. You will be protected by HIPAA at that point, okay? Just to let you know. You will be protected by that. No, your store, they can never... They are my friends, but just because they're my friends doesn't mean they can go tell me shit about their patients. It doesn't work like that. So...
One of which was inside a home in an affluent...
Like, look at this. David had all these fucking cars with bows on them. Hey, Green to God, what up? One of these, Jenny Janiak sent to her family members and said, hey, David bought me a car. She got raided.
Tampa neighborhood. Since last week's raid, it has been revealed a history of legal issues involving Kingdom of God Global Church.
Fox 13's Kylie Jones looked into a previous lawsuit against the ministry.
Thanks, Ken. I'm in my studio tonight.
And spoke to an expert about why an indictment like this is not common.
Not common. All right. Cult members that are out there watching, any other fucking channel that's watching, we called this. We called it human trafficking. Hey, Exotic Creations, what up? My frugal friends. Yeah. He did. He took vanity to another level. It's not. This kind of indictment is not common. It is very, very uncommon. It is. This is fucking beautiful, right? Everything. The death threats are gone.
An indictment likely years in the making has uncovered more than a decade of allegations against the 2 head honchos of a so-called global church.
Indictments of cases this complicated can take 2, 3, 4 years.
The federal indictment reveals the Kingdom of God Global Church, formerly known as Joshua Media Ministries, Inc., was a cover-up to a forced labor and money laundering network. David E. Taylor and Michelle Brannon...
You know, honestly, at the end of the day, this is the only fucking thing we ever asked for. I know I should get like some big old fucking war horn, huh, Aaron, for the fucking studio. Get some big old fucking war horn. David E. died. I like David indicted. Happy chia pet. He looks horrible. They both do. This is what stress will do to you. Stress, depression, anxiety, and not fucking taking care of yourself.
We're at the top of it.
There are very few forced labor cases indicted by the Department of Justice, very few cases that go criminal.
Advocates with the Human Trafficking Legal Center call the indictment remarkable. The alleged fraudulent religious organization operated call centers and ministry sites around the country, including a call center inside a mansion.
Which we also fucking warned the Avila Country Club about. We're like, hey, Avila, they're running a fucking scam out of here, but they didn't want to fucking listen. They didn't listen to our emails. Fuckers.
In the Avila neighborhood in Hillsborough County. Court documents detail...
Look at this. Look at this, man. Gift wrap both. Oh, I'm sure when the feds rolled in, they're like, man, this is great. We just got brand new fucking cars. Hey, thanks, David. Thanks, David. You know what, though? Tony's going to try and stay back and fight for David. But it's just going to make it worse, Tony.
Allegations of physical and psychological threats. The DOJ says Taylor, a self-proclaimed apostle, and Brannon, the organization's executive director,
Look at her then. Look at her then.
recruited phone solicitors and servants known as armor bearers
They were Mercedes, Ken. They were Mercedes.
to work for free.
It looks to me very similar to the kind of call centers that we see using forced labor in Myanmar.
Forced labor in Myanmar. Oh, here's the fucking Houston get down.
Armor bearers to work for free.
It looks to me very similar to the kind of call centers that we see using forced labor in Myanmar
No, I haven't found Ashley yet. I think she's up in 10 page.
and Cambodia and other countries in Southeast Asia.
Listen how they compared this place. They compared this like a third world fucking call center, man.
According to the indictment, victims were threatened with starvation, sleep deprivation, physical assault, and other psychological abuse. Martina Vandenberg, the president of the Human Trafficking Legal Center, says there have been other recent indictments in the U.S. alleging forced labor under cult-like circumstances.
Like, look at this. Look, you guys want to see your tax dollars at work? Look at this. Tax dollars, overtime, double time. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I love seeing our money work. I do. I love seeing our money work. Man, the Fed saw this. They're like, go get that fuck. Yeah. Michelle would have been.
That is something that we have seen across the globe, but this is really the first case that I have seen of allegations of forced labor fraud in a call center here in the United States.
According to the DOJ, the organization collected about $50 million in donations dating back to 2014. But the feds say Taylor was using the donations to fund a luxurious...
Dude, that is about what... There's about $1 million worth of cars at this location, plus the boat. Not yet, Brother Joe. No, not yet. I guarantee when they crack open David's phone, they're going to make more arrests.
lifestyle. In 2022, the company Movie Prop Rentals sued the church for allegedly failing to pay for a $2.2 million stage set. According to court documents,
I also called that stage company too, told them, hey, be careful, but it was already too late.
the church stopped making payments. Court filings included screenshots of messages from Taylor threatening to, quote, immediately start a lawsuit. He also said,
God is going to get you. No, those were all brand new fucking cars, Michael. No, those were brand new fucking cars, pimp.
quote, God is going to get you, but you don't fear God like you should. This
Look at David's text messages. This is when I got emails from Fat Fuck. This is how I got them right here. It looked all fucked up.
said, quote, God is going to get you, but you don't fear God like you should. This recent indictment reveals messages that Taylor and Brannon would send to victims in their call centers, similarly filled with threats and religious shame. 8 victims are listed in this federal indictment, but advocates say there could be many more. Kylie Jones, Fox 13 News.
Goddamn right there's
The federal charges are out of Michigan, where the network's headquarters is located. Taylor.
Yep, it's out of Michigan. That's where it's going to be. They're being extradited right now. Let's see here. What was it? Let me go find where the audits at. There's Debbie Frazier. The one I wanted to point out. You also want to see what else we did? Hang on. Hold on. Let me get it.
Don't settle for less. Here's what others are doing to fix missing and broken teeth. The company everyone has been raving about is called Nuvia, with thousands of 5-star reviews and a 99.13% success rate to back it up. It's no wonder Nuvia is the clear choice for thousands of patients nationwide. And that's not even the best part. It takes them only 24 hours to eliminate the problem and provide a permanent solution.
Being able to deliver a final prosthetic within 24 hours has been a game changer. You're getting a finals material, you're getting zirconia, the best, strongest dental material that we have for all-on-X prosthetics.
This is Mahesh. This is the guy that was running prostitution with him. This fuck right here. See that piece of shit? Him.
At least he's not being a dickhead about it, at least, because he's being pretty cool about it.
Who the owner was?
Huh?
The owner was?
No, the officer.
This is a Houston hotel.
This is a human trafficking sex cult. This is a cult, officer. Be aware. This is a cult. They are scared. This is not a church. This is a cult.
Fuck, we went in so hard on him.
This is 100% a cult. Why are you guys going back in your little hiding spot? Why?
You know, LGBT big.
Guess what the sign dude extend because it's on city property outside there, okay? If we have to go, yeah, we have to. You can't touch it. No, you can't. It's not your property past city ordinance, dude. No, you.
We checked already.
We checked, dude. We checked the city line, bro.
Mahesh showed up. You know why? Because they were in on the fucking operation.
Research before coming here. We did our homework.
All right, if this is your property, we'll get off. But anything beyond your property, we'll put that sign back up, dude. You can't stop it.
Officer.
Hey, go to the
Officer.
county appraisal district, boss.
Officer, this is a code. You
It's a
can
sex
research
cult.
it. They said it was his dad's one.
Yeah, me and my dad stayed.
Oh, now it's you and your dad. Now you're changing it
Fucking quality. Oh, no, it's you and your dad.
again. Oh, come on, man. Stop lying to the officer. You can't do that. You can't lie to the officers here in America, man.
Hey, Mr. Thompson. Hey, we checked with the county appraisal district. So we got some of the cult members right here sitting in the car. They're talking to the police, probably filling with a bunch of bullshit. It's what they're good at.
Calling his daddy.
Calling his daddy. Calling Daddy Taylor, right? Calling Daddy David, right? You got to call Daddy David and get everything okay with him, right? Before you talk to people.
There's the homie, man. Fucking love you, bro. Lord Pender, man. That's the brother right there. Rest in peace, man.
Lord Pender in the house.
Fucking LP. This is like, I think this is one of the first times like LP actually made an appearance with his face. And it was just like, LP in the house.
Daddy Taylor, right? Calling Daddy David, right? You got to call Daddy David and get everything okay with him, right? Before you talk to people.
Lord Pender in the house.
Lord Pender in the hizzy. What's that? That's what I can work. What book? But I want to see the appraisal district. That's where it should come from. Now it's just a couple weeks ago. So if it changed hands within that time.
Thank you, officer.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I want to
Hey,
get
boss,
I want to get to the part where I fucking straight up I went on the police body camera. I got right in front of the fucking police body camera. I said, "Hey, this is a human trafficking operation."
No, this is a cult though, dude. These guys are a cult, man. This is a cult. They might say it's a church.
I mean, they just look suspicious. Look
Yeah.
at them. A bunch of guys in the car with masks on. This is not a school, man.
Yeah, they're claiming it's a
we're not
college,
here for no
sir.
reason.
They're claiming it's a college
We
campus.
have families. We have things to do. We're not here because we're bored. We know.
Is your
this is a
camera
cult.
on too?
Yeah, my camera.
Okay, good. Hey, everybody from Harris County, right here, 14380. This is a religious sex cult and they're trafficking humans here, okay?
I fucking love it, dude. Straight with other fuck. I did. I got over in front of the body camera. I was like, "Hey, this is a fucking human trafficking operation here." Oh man. Fucking stamped it then and there, right then. Look, fucking dude's nervous as fuck. They're nervous in the service. Like, fuck, man, we are trafficking humans.
Right here, 14. These are
We're
kids
not
in
here for
college,
no
sir.
reason.
They're claiming it's a college
We
campus.
have families. We have things to do. We're not here because we're bored. We know.
Is your
this is a
camera
cult.
on too?
Yeah, my camera.
Okay, good. Hey, everybody from Harris County, right here, 14380. This is a religious sex cult and they're trafficking humans here, okay? This is real. Name of my channel, David E. Taylor, Full Frontal Exposure 2.0. These guys all know who I am here. They know exactly what's going on. They're laundering money inside this building, everybody.
You know, hey, you guys, the two cops, it was Vicki and Thompson, I think. Please get in touch with me. I would love to get your guys' opinion offline I really would. I'll keep it off record too. For sure. I would love to know what you guys think now. I think I do, Smurfy. Maybe.
And the news might be coming too, maybe. We already spoke to
There's
them.
70 or 80 people in this building, and you have about 5 or 6 cars there.
Yeah, their argument's going to be, oh, they're all voluntarily. No, the fucking text messages say you were starving them when they didn't make enough money.
Yeah. Hey, boss, if you try to get in there, I guarantee you won't be able to get in there. Yeah, the Amazon truck. Hey, you guys, I think that Amazon truck needs to go. Hey, officer. That Amazon truck needs to go. Y'all blocking her.
You guys want to know how we found out Mahesh Express? We pulled his license plate. DWL9. We pulled his license plate. No, we told him back then. I was talking to some people offline today. They're like, Rich, I don't see there's any other way how you're not a federal witness in this. Like, I'm just some guy on YouTube, but we help piece it together, I guess. I don't know. If they call me, okay. If they don't, all the same. But some LEOs that I've been talking to, they're like, you should probably have a bag pack, dude. I was like, okay. I haven't heard anything.
You guys are good at fucking up everybody's day, man. Fucking up everybody's life, too.
Well, what happened? The walk of shame, huh? Where are you guys going?
No, the Amazon person's got to go, dude. They've been sitting there for the last 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, but Mahesh...
Right here.
This is Malachi right here. This is the guy that's strapped right here.
Good guy.
You guys are fake. You guys know what you're doing here is fucking fucked up to people. Got a car full of booty bandits out to do his dirty work for him.
No, nobody's been hitting me up for information. No, nobody has been. I think people have actually seen the channel. They're like, we can't go to this guy. He's a loose cannon. He's going to tell us to fuck off. And for the most part, I am. There have been some random people hitting me up that are like asking for certain content. I'm like, go find it yourself. Where the fuck were you fucking 5 years ago when we were asking for help? Now all of a sudden people, oh, do you have this? Do you have this? Fucking suck it. Go find it yourself.
Speak up for me. Ma'am, be careful here. This is a religious sex cult. They'll try to manipulate you. That's why you can't get in here.
Yeah.
They don't want people seeing what's going on inside here. Is that you back there, Davey, you little bitch? Is that David back there? Nah, you guys got him locked up somewhere in the fucking bathroom, wrapped up in maxi pads, don't you?
Malachi's like, I actually just got done changing his pads. Yeah, I think Malachi might actually have had some more somewhere. No, this guy's not, Malachi's not a good person. No, this guy, Malachi, you know what, he's sitting there calling me under his breath, a fag and a queer. Yep. Saying that I like to suck dick. Yeah, no, Malachi, this guy. No, straight up. No, he wouldn't say it on camera though, of course. Why would he? Then he'd be like, oh, we're just a church. And they have it on camera because we have them on camera. This is a global ministry. I'm sure these cops, like, now they're watching this video and they're looking back, they're like, dude, this guy wasn't fucking bullshitting. These guys weren't fucking around. That cop even said, like, when you go back to the video camera of the cop cam of the dude, he's like, these guys have their shit together. That was probably one of the best things I had ever heard from fucking somebody come, like a cop. He's like, dude, these guys got their shit together. It's like, but we're going to go through the paperwork to make sure everything's legit. If they're going to go, they're going to have to go.
Maxi pad, Moses. Speak up so the camera can hear you. Let the world know what you guys really are inside here. Speak up so everybody can hear. Please, speak up.
Hey, David, if you're on the phone,
Speak up, please.
We're here, David.
This guy owns a series of pay-by-the-hour hotels in Houston. All over the place. This guy's like literally has these prostitution hotels littered around Houston.
Yes, you guys are in a cult.
No, I actually found out who was in that vehicle, but it asked me not to say. It wasn't David. It was Malachi, this guy, and there were two other dudes, but one of them wasn't David.
Why you guys gotta sit in the car? What are you so scared of? Gonna back up in your little cult prison here? What are you guys so scared of? This is good for us. It's cops came out. It's exactly what we wanted for the cops to show up. Now they have to write a report that they were here at 14. Yeah, bringing attention to yourself. That's a really good idea.
You guys did us a favor.
Did us a favor. Thank you for that. We're talking about that shit. If we get it now, the cops is gonna be mad. He's not gonna feed it for a whole week.
Okay, everybody always questioned, who's the fucking dude in the red? How did we figure out prostitution? Mahesh Patel, that's his name. Mahesh Patel. Mahesh Patel. Yep. Mahesh Patel owns a series of pay-by-the-hour hotels, which are fucking nap rate hotels where you go and pick up prostitutes and you sleep with them. You pay and you go. That's it. That's Mahesh Express. This piece of shit right here. When he showed up before the police did, we're like, who's this fucking guy? What's he doing here so fucking fast? I figured the police would have got there first, but no, he did. No. Nope. Oh, he's fucking slimy. He's a fucking scumbag. Mahesh is a fucking slimy scumbag. He is. I think his could be international. I do. I think this fuck could be international. I do. This guy, yeah, I do. He's got the money to move it. And then his sloppy ass fucking wife shows up right here.
If you live here in San Antonio, right now is
his sloppy ass wife shows up.
David Koresh did it, and he killed a bunch of people. Around with Lee. You know why? What?
Mahesh was real concerned, man.
Not until this is done. Yep.
If we have to kick rocks, we'll leave. This is perfect, you guys. The cops coming out here. This call, guess what? It's getting logged into a computer now with Harris County. That's perfect for us. You know why? Because we wanted the cops to come out today. You guys played it perfectly.
He did. Mahesh blew it. No, Mahesh was the one that fucked it all up. Had nothing to do with David. Mahesh blew it, dude. Mahesh blew it. Mahesh the Express, he blew it. Mahesh has a pocket full of honey packets.
Now it's getting logged in Harris County, and Texas doesn't fuck around with religious cults because you know why? David Koresh did it, and he killed a bunch of people. David Koresh did it in Waco, in her compound, just like this. And he killed a bunch of fucking people. You guys all remember that? You guys have done your research. There's kids here. There's little children here. Who is this?
Don't worry about who the fuck it is.
Mahesh, now don't worry about who the fuck it is. Oh, this is another good part too about this. Mahesh, I don't know who these people are. Bullshit.
You guys are scared of us. Yes, you are, because we're smarter than you. We figured out your bullshit ass scam, and there's nothing you can do about it, because the IRS knows. The IRS knows about you guys.
They did. We weren't lying that the IRS knew.
Filed today, probably got 500. 500 IRS reports. Don't even know that you're a fraud, that you're a fraud organization. Hey, my man, this is fraud right here, bro.
I don't have nothing to do with them, but hey, you know what? I'll go ahead and turn some tricks with them any fucking day. Yeah. No, fuck that. No, fuck that. Mahesh showing up, he fucking blew it. This dumb fuck should have kept his dumb ass out of it. We're smarter than them. We're smarter than them. That's why we figured it out. Had Mahesh just kept his fucking greasy fucking ass out of it, we would have probably never known. Oh, sorry. We would have never known had Mahesh not showing up that day. Never. This guy when we started connecting the dots and I told the feds we found out it was prostitution, they called me pretty quick. They're like, how do you know it's prostitution? I was like, I found out. Yeah. Maheshi's all, hey, where's my magic carpet? Can I go ahead and write it out of you?
What are you worried about us doing here? Are you worried about tearing up the grass? Okay, what are you worried?
It was private property. That's all he cared about. We weren't doing anything wrong. No word on the court date. They're transferring them. They're being expedited. We're tracking you guys. We're in a tracking status right now for real. The channel. We're in a tracking status. We're now tracking the federal case. Absolutely. We're in a full tracking mode. Absolutely. Nope, we're tracking it daily. Mahesh cared. Mahesh cared. You know why? Because I had a sign out there saying sex cult. That bothered him because they were turning tricks. They were turning tricks. That's why it bothered him. That's why Mahesh showed up. He had an interest in this business somehow.
What are you about us doing here? Just that it's private property?
How did you know we were here?
Who called? How did you know we were here?
Oh, because the cult called me.
Because the call called. Well, this is perfect. Guess what? Now that Harris County is involved, this is going to make it 10 times better for our movement, man.
How do you guys know each other?
Yeah, how do you guys know each other then? Are you part of the cult?
You guys see how quick we were thinking on this? The thinking was real fucking time. How do you know each other? Are you part of this organization? How do you guys know each other? We were asking the questions real fucking time, you guys. This is proof. We were asking the questions real time. This feels it, dude.
Because the call called. Well, this is perfect. Guess what? Now that Harris County is involved, this is going to make it 10 times better for our movement, man.
How do you guys know each other?
Yeah, how do you guys know each other then? Are you part of the cult? Are you part of the cult, sir? He's part of the cult.
This lane has nothing to do with them. They know you and they know your number.
Yeah, they know you and they know your number. How funny. How ironic.
I know exactly. You see how quick the fucking thought process is here? That's the thing. The thought process is so fast. No, he knew he messed up by showing up. He's like, I don't give a fuck about being on YouTube. Oh, okay, perfect. Then you don't bitching. Bitching, you're going all over fucking YouTube then. No, he fucked up by showing up that day. Mahesh blew it off. Mahesh blew it. Mahesh blew it. Mahesh Patel owns the Lotus Inn over off Telephone Road. I know he is, Adam. You don't need to tell me that twice. I'm not stupid, dude. I know David's a fucking pedo. They just got to find the evidence first. Has Taylor spoke yet on the situation? No, he's in federal custody. They ain't going to give him a fucking camera to speak from. He's incarcerated. He don't get no fucking special privileges. Yeah, that was quality. The guy, hey, how do you know each other? That was quality.
Not until this is done.
If we have to kick rocks, we'll leave. This is perfect, you guys. The cops coming out here. This call, guess what? It's getting logged into a computer now with Harris County. That's perfect for us. You know why? Because we wanted the cops to come out today. You guys played it perfectly. Now it's getting logged into Harris County, and Texas doesn't fuck around with religious cults because, you know.
We did want the cops to come out that day, and they fucking walked right into it. Not only that, but an extra player came in on the board. Anybody's just tuning in, hit that like and subscribe, man. What this is, this was one of the audits we did down on the Houston hotel. Well, we found out they were turning tricks because of this guy right here. This guy. We checked his tag, right? We looked up his license plate, and then it linked back to a location, the Lotus Inn in Houston. You guys want to see some news articles? Let's see here. Right here. Yeah, this was at Mahesh's hotel right here, I think. I want to say this event happened right at Mahesh's hotel. She was killed at this hotel, this girl right here. But yeah. This, I'll show you. You want to see exactly where this is? I'll show you. This is right here.
Channel members have asked me to go ahead and do another video on this place, so I
Where you just saw with Mahesh?
yes, I go ahead and will.
This
This is in Houston. It's located at 14380 North Freeway. Okay.
This was a week before the raid. That's the kind of ironic thing about it. It was a week before the raid. How does this get you to Taylor pumping? Yeah, no, they fucked up. No, they couldn't hang with this, man. We told people what was going on here.
We were doing an audit and kicked us off for whatever reason because he was so fucking So apparently Mahesh owns this land right here, but he came here the one day we were doing an audit and kicked us off for whatever reason because he was so fucking scared about getting fucking found out about this place right here. Okay, just gonna do this for a few minutes. Okay, everybody, so this is the Colt Hotel in Houston. That's what's left of David's big stage idea right there. That's the hotel. There's nobody here.
Hey, Daffodil, not many people do because nobody's been paying attention, man. I bet Daffodil, I've stood out there with fucking signs.
Really, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 cars here right now, okay?
4 cars and there were 18 people.
There's 4 cars here. Everybody else is either gonna be up in Taylor or split up. David's got this cult very dissected right now because, one, he's wished death threats on me. He's called me out on his channel publicly multiple times now. David, what's left of your cult, dude? Look at this. Look at this, David. What did you do? This, David, this is not religion, bro.
No, they added that gate.
This is not religion, David. You keep all your fucking cult members locked inside this fucking place, David. This.
Daffodil, hit that like and subscribe, man.
Everybody, this is not religion, okay? If David Taylor has been contacting you about his shitty cult, he wants you to come to Houston, Texas and join.
Well, Daffodil, we're letting you know now. This was a human trafficking operation. This was a human trafficking operation. Behind a church. Behind a church. What better way to set a front than in a church, man?
Don't come here, okay? I'm warning you, don't fucking come here. It's a fucking Sodom and Gomorrah right here. David's been turning tricks out of it. This place hasn't been maintained. There's no
investigation. Good Wednesday morning. We begin the hour with breaking news coming out of North Harris County, where FBI Houston confirms there's an open investigation. Good Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for joining us at 9. I'm Zach Lashway.
And I'm Haley Hernandez. Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, are at Joshua Media Ministries International off the North Freeway. According to its website, this is a Kingdom of God.
No, the feds wouldn't have moved in for that structure. No, they had all the elements to forced labor and human trafficking. They're like, nope, go get them. That's the only way they'd have moved on this. They had all the evidence. They had all their ducks in a row. Baker boy, what up? Appreciate Daffodil. Appreciate you. Yeah, no. This was a multi-state trafficking operation. This is going to set framework for churches like this. The feds are going to dissect this. They're going to be like, okay, how'd this place operate? The feds love to learn about shit like this.
Global Church. KPRC2 reporter Rochelle Turner is joining us live with the latest. Rochelle?
How do you set it up, though, too, Daffodil? You put it behind a church, put it around a bunch of airports. This was straight up trafficking. When they first moved in, we went out and did an audit, said, hey, they're trafficking humans here. In the last video I was doing where we were at the audit, I got right in front of Harris County deputy on his fucking body cam and said, hey, they're trafficking humans here. This is a sex cult and they're trafficking. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely prostitution.
Haley and Zach, good morning to you. We just got here about 10 minutes ago, and I started trying to make my way over here to the church, and I can tell you that it's a little challenging because law enforcement have us so far away from where they're actually conducting their investigation. But as we zoom in, you can see just how many law enforcement vehicles are out here at this ministry. And while the FBI has confirmed that there is some type of investigation going on, right now they're not sharing many details with us. So I did try to put in a call to FBI Houston here in the past 20 minutes or so. I didn't get an answer, but we're going to be working to try to figure out exactly what this raid is tied to, this investigation, and how many people possibly have been detained. As you mentioned, this is a authorized search warrant at the Joshua Media Ministries International Campus. This is off the busy North Freeway. The facility, which is a former hotel, recently turned into a ministry campus housing mission.
Hey, Daffodil, that's exactly what I said in one of those videos. 45 is a trafficking corridor, man. They said, perfect. They're right. If you take a right off that fucking off their entrance, and in about 30 seconds, you're on the fucking freeway and you're gone. You're gone. Gone. 45 north. Then you could be wherever the fuck you want in hours.
And students. It says that it's led by David E. Taylor. So this morning, we're going to be working to learn more about Mr. Taylor and more about his ministry right here behind us. I have put in calls to FBI Houston. I'll be reaching out to the sheriff's office as well, because we saw some of their vehicles out here as well. But still a very active investigation, a very big scene out here. We're going to be working to try to get our KPRC2 drone out here that can give you a better view of what law enforcement.
Smurfy and Daffodil, you guys just tuning in. Let's be real clear about these charges. They ain't getting out. I want everybody to be really fucking clear about that. Michelle, she'll probably be the only one that gets out if she fucking talks. But even then, she's going to do some time. Okay? Yeah, you guys wanted to... Oh, that's what I wanted to pull up was the IRS. Yeah, look at the IRS, man. The IRS... No, the IRS actually has a bid on it. Yeah, it's the IRS is all involved in this. This is IRS, FBI. This is a multi-state operation. No, this was an interstate operation, man. No. IRS was involved on this. Criminal investigation, man. You don't fuck with these guys. You don't fuck with the IRS, man. They'll ruin your life. They're going to ruin David's. Yeah, they need to check the homeless shelters too.
Is looking at maybe taking items out of the building, but we're going to be still out here working to get more details, and we'll have
This is a compilation of the news clips of the day of the bust, okay?
Another live report coming up today at noon. For now, reporting live in North Houston, I'm Rochelle Turner, KPRC2 News.
This summer, when the
Federal agents have raided a motel overnight owned by an international ministry. So Sherman DeSell is live there. Sherman, do we know what they're looking for?
Yeah, you know, we're not sure yet, and it looks like this used to be a hotel location, but it's owned by what appears to be JMMI Ministries based out of Michigan. Take a look. There's still a lot of officers still on the scene. All those Sprinter vans are full of officers. Right before you guys tossed it over to me, there were a few SWAT trucks that left. So we got here a little after 5 o'clock, and our camera spotted a large police presence here at Joshua Media Ministries International. This is on the 14,000 block of North Freeway. Officers could be heard on the loudspeaker. We heard them announcing that the FBI had a search warrant for this location and for anyone inside to come out.
This is the perfect calling card for a prostitution joint. Hey, look at my online shit. David lit this place up like a Christmas lights for his clients.
We saw local SWAT teams. We saw Harris County Sheriff's deputies who were still on the scene. We saw several men and women were escorted out by officers. Some of the men were handcuffed. A lot of them were in their underwear or sleeping clothes. JMMI, again, it's a ministry based out of Taylor, Michigan, led by a man named Apostle David E. Taylor, according to the website. There's still a lot of questions here on what they were looking for and
evidence.
What they retrieved. We also saw some officers, some plainclothes officers, come out with a lot of boxes.
Not yet, Kaylee Lynn, because she hasn't been extradited up to Detroit. She's got to see a judge first. I don't even think they've been interrogated. I don't even think they've been questioned yet. I think they got them while the feds wrapped up what they had to do. Michelle and David just sat there and fucking brood. No, go put them. They're under arrest. We have the indictment. They technically didn't have to question them. They had the indictment. You know what you're being indicted for. You're now a prisoner. You're now in the custody of the federal government. No, it's a hotel. It's a hotel.
The type of copy paper boxes, you would say, the office boxes that you would see inside of an office like ours. So we saw a lot of that. We're still trying to figure out exactly what happened, but because of the fact that we heard there was an FBI search warrant, we reached out to the Houston field office. We're waiting to hear any details on that. But there's still a big police presence here on the 14,000 block of North Freeway. From North
Kaylee Lynn, no attorney's going to take this on, not with their track record of not paying, and also with these charges. If an attorney comes on, it's going to be a public defender of some sort, like a court-appointed defender, because Michelle and David don't have any money now. And the lawyer's going to look at the charges. He's going to look at both of them. Just do the fucking time. Take the deal, because you're not getting out of these charges. I'm sorry. You guys did this. Take the fucking time. Michelle, it'd actually be better if you... I know Michelle's not going to see this, but Michelle, roll on David. You'll get a lighter sentence, okay? Promise, you'll walk. You could walk, Michelle, if you give up everything. But no, Michelle was abusive. Michelle was passing down the abuse, so I don't think she's going to get a light sentence. She was in on it.
East Houston, Sherman DeSalle, Fox 26 News.
Sherman, you mentioned that it used to be a hotel, but now it's used as a ministry. Is this like it more of the office side of things, or is this more of a congregation building?
You know, I'm not sure, Lena. I just know that when you put this address in Google Maps, it looks like there's some remnants of what used to be a Motel 6.
No, North Carolina, David was hiding.
And if you look at the structure, it looks like a motel, right? It looks like one of those hotels, modern day hotels that you would see that aren't that large. And I myself have passed by this building a few times just working up and down this freeway.
Nobody ever stopped to question it, even though we were out there telling everybody what it was.
And, I never thought that I'd be here looking at what it appears to be a large police investigation out of this building.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's someone trying to help her right now, huh, Kaylee? Like an attorney? I'm curious about this. Who's going to help Michelle? I've actually been hearing none of the cult members are backing up Michelle. They're more backing up David. Nobody's speaking on Michelle's behalf right now at this point. That's just what I've heard. But if there's an attorney trying to help her, probably going to make Michelle out to be victimized. But no, you know what? The testimonies are going to counteract what Michelle is in all this. Now, what people saw with Michelle, no. Even Cliff's testimony that Michelle came in with all the scams. I don't see her getting off on anything, honestly. Maybe a lighter sentence, maybe 10 to 15, maybe 10, and she'll do 3/4? So she'll do like 7 years or some shit, get off, maybe be able to get out and have some sort of decent life afterwards. But I don't think Michelle's going to get light on this because she was passing down the abuse, man. She was abusing people.
Okay, and so Sherman, again, you're on 45, the North Freeway. What's the nearest cross street to you if people see activity in the area and they wonder, what's going on?
Let's see. What's the nearest cross street here?
It's Kuykendall and Airtex and Rankin exit.
What's that?
Oh, near Rankin.
Rankin?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, near Rankin Road. All right,
Yeah,
so if you see
we're near
activity
Rankin.
in the area, that's what's going on there this morning, 45 in Rankin. Sherman, thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it. He's
take a
gonna
look.
Exactly. How much Michelle discloses to the government agencies at this point will depend on how light her sentence is. I love how the fucking feds work, man. No, they'll go and pull them down brick by brick. Michelle, you want to see your family again? And they'll tell her some shit like that, man. They'll get inside her fucking head. Be like, Michelle, this is where you have a choice. You can talk and walk, or you could fucking not say shit and we'll just fucking throw you in jail. Two choices they're going to give her. I think she is too, Kaylee. I think she'll go down with it. Mm-hmm. I would think that any mother would want to see their kids again, though, Don't Don't you? The lawyers, the attorneys are Renee Williams. They're going to probably try and separate her.
Stay on scene, obviously, and bring us any updates as they come in.
There are a lot of agencies there because this is federal agents, and then we're seeing some local sheriff's vehicles there as well. A lot of lights and sirens, vehicles, and again, Sherman giving us the update that they've seen a lot of materials taken from that building in this federal raid of that.
And that's the thing. I know the depositions are going to come into play here. I know the depositions are going to come into play.
Property along I-45 in the Rankin area.
All right. Thanks, Sherman.
Judge ain't granting bond in this case. Look, there's all the gift wrap cars right there. Feds are like, damn, David, you fucking put bows on these cars for us too. You know what? No. Michelle, I think she'll go down with David now with some of the shit that I'm remembering just from what I've been told recently. You put their hands on your own kids, that's a problem. Daffy, do I know? Done all the research, man. Yep. Nope. David's not going to last in the joint. No. Look at all these fucking cars there. Look, there's 3 cars right there. The boat, I think, is right. That's not a boat. I thought it was. That's not the boat, though. Hey, yeah. What's more valuable than money? Your fucking freedom. Your fucking freedom. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, no shit. There's bows on the cars. Yeah. No, Jenny Janiak could actually text her sister that she got a brand new Mercedes from David. Yeah, Michelle has kids. She's got 2 kids. Yep. Hard to believe, right? Nope, she has not been arraigned. Michelle Brennan has not been arraigned yet. Nope. She's going up to Michigan to get arraigned. Detroit is where she's going to get arraigned. That's the only thing she really has in control right now of her life is where she gets arraigned. He could have translated. What? David's in fucking prison. He ain't getting out. They probably got his nut shacked to his fucking asshole. Catch my drift? This guy ain't getting out of prison, man. This guy translating fucking what the fuck ever? No, he ain't translating shit. You know what David's doing? Oh, she's a horrible mother. I know she is. I know Michelle's a shit mother. I know she is. For a fact. Michelle's an abusive bitch. To Marvel powers. Yeah, look, check. Look at that. Look at that. 6 cars with fucking bows on them, man. They're all brand new, too. No, she wasn't a terrible mother before she met David, no. He's going to be translating noodles and soap. They found Michelle here at Tampa. Yeah, she was in Tampa. I knew she was there. I've been knowing Michelle was there. Michelle was married at one time, yes. She was here at this mansion, though. She was protected. So check it. Okay. Okay, so 1, you have a security gate you got to go through. And then 2, as a hard point, right? It's gated, and then you have an interior. So this was a very, very hard point. Like, it was going to take a shitload of shit to get through, right? The feds probably showed up rolling deep, and they fucking told that security guard, open the fucking gate. We're going to do this raid on this fucking location right here. Open the gate. Let us in. Stay the fuck back. This one was owned by the Buccaneers coach, Darcy Glazer-Kasowitz. I'm sure Darcy Glazer's looking at it like, holy shit. Yeah, we warned everybody, man. I have receipts. We've pulled up the receipts already. We warned Avila Golf and Country Club, called, text, emailed, everything. Told them there's a human trafficking operation moving into your location. We warned them. We warned them. We told them it was happening here. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. If he's in protective custody, yeah, calling people fags and stuff. Oh man, they'll get his ass beaten for okay. Now right here, all these, see these? These were statues, you guys. These were statues of like fucking like archangels and shit that David bought to put around. He was going to put them around the mansion. It was going to be like this garden walk of fucking Eden or whatever. So these are all sculptures and statues. Right here. They were just laying out on the lawn. I don't know how much they're worth, but you're probably looking between the small ones, probably $3,000, and then the big ones, probably like 10, 12, 15. Pretty expensive, man. This mansion was purchased for $9 million back in April of 22, I think. No, this is pretty much a fucking, it's the same situation. When I told my mom about it, so she was, my mom asked, so is it like a Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Brennan, or Ghislaine Maxwell? I was like, absolutely. That's what I told my mom. I was like, absolutely, but it's a David Taylor. And I was like, we call Michelle, Ghislaine Brennan. We call her Michelle Maxwell, Ghislaine Brennan, because she is that status of this operation. It is. They're like the Temu version of Epstein. Absolutely. Pastor Kim, he left out in the middle of the night one night. He got the fuck out. He's like, I'm out. He just bailed. He bailed. Whatever happened, I don't know. But Chin, if you're listening, I hope this is, Chin, I hope this is kind of something that you can like just take a break from, Chin. David was a new apostolic. Yeah, fivefold. Yeah, he calls out a lot of the fivefold, but he's fivefold. He's Nar. And then let me go back here real quick. You want to know my favorite? This is the one that I really fucking liked. This one right here.
We have a second breaking story to tell you about this noon. The FBI involved in a search for two self-professed religious leaders, one arrested right here in the Triangle.
Yeah, we do have WREO's Sean Gallagher. He has been on that story there. Sean, we had Sky 5 above the scene at one point. Tell us a little bit about what you have seen since you've been following this.
Yeah, Chris, this is a very active scene here behind me.
Look at all this. Look at this. You got the magnitude of this raid, you guys. Look at all these agents right here. Look at this. Fucking just documenting evidence, man. They're bringing shit out, documenting it.
I'm told that the FBI raided this building here behind me around 5 or 6 in the morning. And take a look, several hours later, they are still here sifting through lots of evidence. And this is a very odd story when you hear the details. We're talking about two people who are self-proclaimed religious leaders, and we're still gathering more information about the connection here in Durham. But this is what we know right now. David Taylor, a man was arrested here in Durham.
Look at all these boxes they pulled out. No, they're bagging evidence, dude. No, this is evidence. Dude, this is evidence. They are bagging. I know, he's like the Shamu Epstein. Yeah, David the Shamu Epstein. Yeah, look at what he did. This was a trafficking ring. There was also sex involved. Don't be scared. Yeah, look, this is evidence gathering. This was just at one location. Imagine what they found up in the Taylor building.
And Michelle Brannon in Tampa, Florida. Federal indictments accused.
You guys, these are all federal agents right here. Just keep that in mind, okay? These aren't just some fucking... Yeah, they had local cops. But you guys, most of these people are federal fucking agents. IRS agents, FBI. There's probably a couple DEA in here for obvious reasons, right? You have pretty much almost every branch of the federal government right here, probably except the CIA and fucking all those other ones. But FBI, DEA, IRS, they're all there.
The two of receiving roughly $50 million in donations to their religious organization since 2014, largely through forced labor practices in call centers across the country. Their church, known as the Kingdom of God Global Church and formerly the Joshua Media Ministries International, with Taylor referring to himself as an apostle and also Jesus' best friend, claiming to have had multiple face-to-face encounters with God. Meanwhile, he's accused of forcing people to work in call centers in Michigan, Florida, Texas, and Missouri. And the indictment says he set unattainable goals, punishing those folks by public humiliation, food and shelter restrictions, physical assaults, and
that right there.
Those folks by public humiliation, food and shelter restrictions.
Right there, food restrictions. That's enough for the fucking judge. Be like, nope, you're not getting out. That's enough for the judge to keep both of them in. Because David was facilitating the abuse down to Michelle, and if Michelle was carrying out the orders, that's a problem. Michelle knew this was wrong. Michelle's smart. Don't let that anybody that's watching the channel right now, don't let that slip your mind for one fucking second. Michelle's fucking smart. She's a vindictive little bitch, man. She knew what was wrong in this. Michelle knows you gotta fucking eat. David knows you gotta eat. That's fucking common sense. You have to eat to fucking live and survive, okay? I'm sorry. Fucking withholding food, you can't, there's nothing, you can't, I'm sorry.
Physical assaults and more, and while also having personal servants to fulfill his demands round the clock, including transportation of women to his locations, having them take Plan B. And all of this is part of what the FBI is calling a nationwide takedown of their forced labor organization. So they will be out here for a while. We're still trying to learn what the connection is to Durham and why Taylor was here in the first place. As soon as we get any of that information.
Where's the one? That was 23 hours ago.
Two suspects, one in North Carolina, are in custody in connection with a federal forced labor investigation. FBI agents raided a Durham home this morning and arrested.
Is this it?
We're hearing from the person who owns this Durham home that was raided by the FBI. Federal agents say the raid is linked to a $50 million human.
Yeah, Uncle Sam wants a piece of that 50 mil. They're going to get it. They're going to get it. Well, no, what he would do is he'd sleep with the women and then, like, you know, fucking let loose in them. Oh, take this Plan B. I need you to take this Plan B.
The case against a pair of church leaders with ties to Florida returned to court this afternoon, a day after federal agents raided several of their properties across the country.
Man, that's just a bad... Man, that's just a bad fucking day. I'm sorry.
This afternoon.
Man, when you got fucking agents rolling up on your doorstep like that, just know you're about to have a bad fucking day. Come on. Oh, man.
A day after federal agents raided several of their properties across the country.
And tonight, we're hearing from one woman who said she escaped this church scheme. Fox 35.
Yeah, there's been a lot of women that have escaped apparently, but they didn't speak up until now. But I get it. I get it. It's a bummer, man. It's a bummer because a lot of the women that did speak up while it was happening, you know, and I'm not blaming you guys. I'm really not. But when it could have made a difference and more people could have been helped, everybody kind of stood by and sat silent, you know? I think Valerie was the only woman that's ever come forward to speak about it, like the way David treated her behind closed doors. Vicki never did. Valerie was the only one. Valerie came forward and said, yes, he's like this. You know what? You could also consider David's fucking grift a romance scam because he was telling all these women he's going to fucking marry them. You could turn this into a romance scam easily. Romance, trafficking, everything. Telling all these women he's going to fucking marry them. Romancing them, fucking spending hella money on them, and then fucking brooming them when they don't make him happy. David's not going to do well in jail. He's not. Especially if the prisoners know he was trying to set claim. They're going to beat his ass. They are. They're going to be, oh, you were a gangster? What set were you with? Yeah, Vicki only came forward when she found out he was cheating. Exactly. I also think shit stopped benefiting her. So she came forward. So yeah, Detroit FBI field office, that's where they're investigated out of. And this is big, man. She is. No, Vicky's a total opportunist. That's why she went out and did an interview, Kaylee. I knew Vicky would be the first fucking one to come out and do an interview. I knew it. And she is. That's why she came out and did the interview on Channel 10 in Tampa, because she wanted to get ahead of all the bullshit. I know. How could any self-respecting woman be like, I need that inside me? Oh, they're gonna. Trust me, there's a documentary coming on this. There is now. If there wasn't, there is now, dude. There's one coming now. I fucking guarantee it, man. There is one coming now. I fucking guarantee it. Yep. Yeah, she's saying at the, she's like, ah! I know. Yeah, it's like she wanted everybody to know that she could still sing, but people are looking at her like, really? I will tell you guys right now, nobody's hit me up about interviews. Nope, no news agencies, nobody. There have been a few YouTubers that have reached out asking questions and wanting to do collabs, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't want to. No, I think I'm going to protect the integrity of the community by not doing it. And I think that's honestly the best thing, because there's a lot of fucking misinformation. Marcus Rogers is out there saying shit. Fucking fucking Pagani. All these people came out of the woodwork. Some channels I never fucking heard of. One lady hit me up today. Hey, do you have this video? It was from a fucking channel called Prophetic News. Again, people came out of the woodwork and want to piggyback off the work that we did. If that's what you want to do, hey, give us credit, all right? Fuck. That's all you got to do. Do the right thing. Give us credit. You want to use the interviews? By all means, use them. But give us the fucking credit, all right? We worked really hard on this. Marcus Rogers is a fucking douche, man. Marcus Rogers standing in an empty-ass fucking church running his fucking mouth. Where's your congregation at? Am I single? I typically don't talk about my relationship status on here. But I'll say I'll neither confirm or deny. So. But yeah, we've worked hard on this, man. And that's all I ask for is the credit. I'm not looking for money, fame, none of that. We did warn people. We did tell people about it. We did send out letters, emails, CPS, everything. We told people, man. We told people, and we felt like we were ignored. And now everybody wants to come out and be like, oh, look, he's been indicted. Yeah, we fucking told you guys it was going to happen. Fucking bullshit, man. It is. So I think it's best that I just don't. Yeah. Yeah, he emailed me today, though, Daffy Deal, out of the fucking blue. I've never talked to this woman. Daffy Deal. That's the thing. All of a sudden, like, people hit me up. She's like, oh, I wrote a book about Paula White. I'm like, okay, so? I don't care. Where were you guys when we actually needed the help, when it could have made a bigger difference quicker? That's kind of where we're at with it, Daffy Deal. That's where our community is at with it. We know what we did here. I don't need anybody to come out here and tell us what we did. We warn people. Yep, exactly. The religious podcast. Let's be clear about that. Religious podcasts, they're the biggest fucking scams out there, man. They are the biggest fucking scams out there. Don't listen to them. They're all over the fucking internet. Daniel Adams, the Demon Slayers, all those guys. Religious podcasts. I'm not religious. This isn't a religious podcast. This is a channel about religious cults and exposing them. Marcus Rogers, you don't want to know about him. He's a fucking douchebag, Haley. Yeah, and that was Daffy Deal. That, for whatever reason, she had to put that in her email like it made her relevant for some reason. I'm like, okay, so you wrote a book. Big fucking deal. Who are you and why are you emailing me all of a sudden? I'd never heard from these people. I don't. When people come at me like that, nope, not like that. That's exactly what we've been saying. No one was doing anything when we were out here warning people 5 fucking years ago. Doing audits at the hotel in Houston, sending the letters out, everything. We told everybody. We told them. Oh, you recommended that she hit me up? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry because I went in kind of hard on her because it's frustrating, Daffy Dill. It's frustrating. I know some of these people have seen my channel. Everybody called us conspiracy theorists at one time. Said it was never going to happen. You want to know something, Daffy Dill? You want to know who told me? His own fucking daughter. David's own fucking daughter told me I had one phone call with Destiny, and this was about 2 years ago. Her last words to me were, "You're never going to stop him." His own daughter. His own daughter told me that. You're never going to be able to stop him. And somebody brought up a good point. That's a victim speaking. And I do believe that Destiny was victimized by her own father in some way, more than once. Yeah, exactly. All the death threats, like that. Nobody wanted to get involved when he's out sending death threats and shit like that. Because to those other Christian channels, I'm actually the fucking devil because I expose these frauds. These Christian channels, the YouTubers, are frauds. Show how these religious podcasters were purchasing subscribers. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Let's check. Yeah, let's check here real quick. Let's look at good old dick boy Mike Signorelli. Social Blade. I'm still not feeling good, man. Fuck. All right, let's take a peek here. I bet Mike started buying some more. Let's take a peek here. This fucking douche. Let's take a peek here. Oh, yeah. Look. Oh, my God. Look at him. What a fucking cocksucker. What a fucking douchebag. Yeah. He fucking really jumped up there quick, didn't he? Look, he's got... Look, he's got 1.4 million subscribers, but he's only getting 1,200 views. What a fucking loser. You guys want to check my channel? Let's check us out here real quick. This is honestly the biggest growth I've ever seen on my channel. Mike Scamarelli. This right here. This is honestly the most views I've ever got at one time on my channel. This right here is all because David getting busted. Look, I went from the community went from, it was like 5,060 almost up to 5,500 just within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days without buying them. But he's like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and buy my subscribers because you know what? I want to feel more significant than I really am. And yeah, that monthly estimated to $837. That's bullshit. I got a grade of C. So there's mine. There's a community right there. Look at the graph right here. Bam. There's the spike in subscribers and views. Same here. Right, mine's pretty average. This was Daystar right here. And this is David. Right here. So yeah, just within the last like couple weeks, I don't say but the community has gained fucking like almost 400 subscribers. Yeah, no Russian cafe bots here, buddy. That's serious. Yeah, no Russian cafe bots here. Yeah, this was some of the most explosive growth I've ever seen on the channel before. And it was all just with David getting busted. Timeline. Hey, what up, Jeremy? Oh, Pagani? You want to see Pagani? That douchebag's buying fucking views too. Fucking cocksucker. Yeah, he's buying them. Oh, looks like he stopped. See, Pagani was buying them and he's losing them at the same fucking time. What a douchebag. Let me see if I can pull up the 30 days because 14 is good, but 30 is better. Let me get logged in here. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Forgot my password. Nah, fuck it. Fuck it. But yeah, that's where they do it. Ronnie's trash. Yeah, I've been saying it. That guy's a fucking piece of shit, man. He wanted to come out and say, David E. Taylor, Bessie, we have to bring. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I need to get some sleep. I haven't been feeling good. I still don't feel good. But I did want to come out and be in the studio with you guys for a bit and kind of do a cold reaction to everything that transpired the last week. This is pretty big, you guys. And I think I'm still kind of, like Cliff was saying, it's kind of surreal, right? It's kind of surreal. It really is. And with charges like these, I mean, this is big. They're fucked. Like these charges with the IRS, I really don't think Michelle's going to be able to take any kind of plea deal. Maybe a little. But as far as her being able to walk on this, I don't think so. I don't think Michelle's walking away from this one, man. This is too big. This was just too big. The food deprivation. Well, technically I'm in shutaway right now, so. I'm in shutaway still. But yeah, I'm in the studio tonight. Came out to the house to do some work and stuff, but the fact that the IRS got involved on this is going to go big, you guys. This is going to set a foundation for framework of fucking scammers in America. It really is, because we don't have any laws. We don't have a foundation of laws to protect religious, like people running religious scams or to prosecute. Oh, the EBT fraud alone, they're fucked. They're fucked on the EBT alone. That's the thing. Like that's conspiracy to commit fraud, man. You guys want to see? Check this out. Hang on. You guys want to see what the studio looked like in the very back in the very day? That's what the studio looked like back in the day, man. Carrie, I'm getting sick again for sure. I know I am. Something came down, man. It's fucked up. Yeah, last time they filed taxes like 2014, 2015. This was one of the very first live streams I did in the studio from an old ass computer that I had set up. Slow as fuck.
The man of God. I could fucking Israel, whatever, what?
That was the homie Israel. He helped with the documentary. Mario's like, hey, can I be on the stream with you too? He's like, hey, I want to be on the stream with you, Dad. He's like, hey. He's like, let's be on the stream together.
Yeah. Brother and sister, you. So yeah, cash purchase. And again, anybody who donated money to David this last year, guess where that cash just went? To this mansion. So just to let you know.
We were talking about all the times that David bought mansions and shit. Yeah. We were tracking him. This is 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Oh, David hates me. David hates me. I have emails to prove it. You know what, Daffy Dill? The only thing the Constitution says is that we have to protect religious institutions. It doesn't say anything about not taxing them. This wasn't a church. This was a human trafficking operation. And there's nothing in the Constitution that says we can't tax churches. Nothing. There's nothing in there that says we can't tax the church. David treated his staff like shit.
767.
Oh, this was some of our first content.
4829. Try that.
Oh, with Lance?
But that's really not the number that's going to catch everyone. Wait a minute, before you do that, hold on, let me make sure, because I don't think that's just that number is not going to catch the masses of people. I have a number that
Okay, remember how we said this was revoked by the IRS? Look, they're going Joshua Media Ministries. Well, Kingdom of God Global Church is a name. This was part of their scam.
handles hundreds of thousands of people is able to do that. This communicated what's taking place. Keep the order I've set. See, this is what happens when y'all are not in order. When y'all don't keep the order I've set and make sure things are flowing right. When the Holy Spirit give me something this important to do, then y'all mess it up. Come on, what happened? What's going on?
Still waiting to confirm, Apostle. I know they said a lot were coming in, but it should be going to the answering service, so they're calling the company now.
Why isn't the answer? Why we're not hooked up to the answering service?
Sir, I'm not sure, sir. But
that don't make sense. What is going on? So this lets me know my international TV broadcast that ministers in front of millions. How are the people calling and getting a busy signal? What are y'all doing, JMMI? What is happening? I'll leave 99 to get one. You just excuse me, I'm taking care of internal business. I don't ever want this to happen again. All right. Let me just say this. Put the book back up there. They can email me right now. I want this email checked.
Oh, he was so pissed that night.
This angers the Holy Spirit. It angers Jesus too. We don't want to miss.
Yeah, you know what this all is? It's all evidence. It is. They're going to go through and they're probably going to scrub his fucking social media accounts. And they're going to find all this crazy shit in there. They're going to be like, yeah.
So.
As well as my personal ministry line.
So I had this video hidden on the algorithm for a while because this was when Debbie Fraser first called me out.
Call volume, and unfortunately we missed your phone call. Apostle has been praying for you since then, and God has laid you on his heart, and there is a special word that Apostle wanted me to share with you during this time. And so the number.
That's Debbie Fraser.
Your call is 877-843.
Christopher, it's federal. It will not be public. You can go, but it won't be public. It won't be televised.
4567, as well as my personal ministry line extension. God bless you, ma'am. And Apostle wanted you to know that the best is yet to come.
No.
I think I called her back.
This is Apostle David E. Taylor. I'm Minister Deborah. And is this Mr. Holmes?
No, this is her husband, actually.
Oh, goodness. Yes. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Well, good. How are you? What can I do for you this evening?
Well, you called my wife, and I saw that she missed a call. She stepped out for a minute.
Okay. All right. Yes, there was some numbers.
That's Debbie Fraser.
There were some people who had called in during a very high call volume.
Uh-huh.
And so, yes. And so Apostle has been praying for you and for her as well. And he wanted me to call and see how you both are doing and pray with you.
Oh, okay. What did he want us to pray about?
Well, you know what God had shared with him, that there had been some major warfare, which you had been going through.
Oh, okay.
And so he wanted to see what you specifically wanted to target in prayer.
What kind of work has been done?
Pardon?
What kind of work has been done?
That you've been going through warfare. Is this Mr. Holmes?
No, this is... No.
Okay, that's the name that comes up on caller ID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I called it my phone at the time. So this was the first time, this was one of the first times they had actually doxed me.
Well, you guys said you called my wife. I'm just calling her. I'm calling back the number that called.
Okay, what would be a more convenient time to speak with your wife?
Oh, she'll be back in a few minutes. I can talk with you guys right now until she gets back.
Okay, what's your wife's name?
Jeanette.
Jeanette. Okay, and the last name?
Slutson.
Jeanette Blessing. Okay, can you hold for one moment? You know what? You can.
He seems.
Oh.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Holmes. Well, I was just wondering how you guys are doing.
Okay. Were you wanting prayer?
Well, yeah, I want to pray for David Taylor, actually.
I got you, Michael.
He seems to be a little bit of turmoil. He seems like he could use some prayer.
Well, you know what? You can pray for him, but and that. Do you have a specific prayer request?
Yeah, to pray for David Taylor. You know that he stopped scamming people. We want him to take his youth.
Listen and listen good. We will not use this line to talk negative about the man of God. I'm glad you called in. Sir, you have a great day.
You really think he's an apostle? Damn.
Yep. That was Deborah Fraser. Excuse me. I think that one was Cheyenne. Yeah, David Ash channel removed there. Here's when we first started reporting about the case on the residential center.
JMMI call. Hello?
Hello, is it Adam?
Yeah, speaking. How you doing today, man?
Oh, he's a good one.
So let me ask you, you mentioned you've been trying to call to our office. You mentioned you Denise. Is that the person who gave you my phone number?
It's the last one.
Yes,
I'm gonna
ma'am.
cut
Her
it.
name was Denise.
Okay, so how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to call in and get some prayer today.
Adam, what's your last name?
My last name is Adam Richardson.
Could think of it.
Adam Richardson?
Yes, ma'am.
How'd you about Apostle Taylor?
Well, I saw his KOGGC live stream a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was.
Ever since then, you've been trying to call in?
I've been calling in the last few days, but every time I get through, it says all the ministers are busy and that nobody can talk.
Okay, so what's going on? What you need prayer for?
Well, I wanted to pray for quite a few things today.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, you are? Okay. First of all, I wanted to pray that David Taylor stops breaking up relationships. That's one of the things. And then another thing I want to pray for him to do is to start paying his taxes. Another thing I would like for him to do is to stop brainwashing people.
So how'd you get my number for real, since clearly you didn't call the answering service? Because you wouldn't waste time to do all this. How'd you get my number?
I'm not going to tell you how I got your number. Just know
That was a thing. They were real curious at one point how we got their numbers.
I have your number. I have.
I'm sure it's publicly known. It is Adam, your real name. Again, I'm not going to quarrel with you. I'm not going to get upset. I know what Jesus told me who Apostle Taylor is. So, okay, Adam. Is Adam your real name? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, Adam is my real name.
Okay. So you know what? We're definitely going to pray, and we're going to pray that the Lord will show you what this is. What about that?
Well, it's actually a cult, so I don't think it's really anything that you're going to show me. You guys are running a full-blown scam. David Taylor's a fraud. You guys had to change your name because you guys are evading taxes. I have all his 990s. I have all his information. I have phone numbers, addresses.
So, we'll have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Do not call or text my phone number no more, all right? Have a good day.
Oh, you can count on it. See. Let me see if I have the number here for you guys.
All right, that's it, guys. I'm calling it. Man, y'all have a fucking badass evening. Get some rest. No, I don't do that. I just want to say in all this, man, this was a lot of work. This was a long time waiting for everybody. Thank you for being patient, everybody. Thank you. A lot of people didn't think this would be done, man. A lot of people thought this couldn't be done. But we did. We did. It just took pressure. It took pressure. Now, David, he's going to be eating fucking shitty fucking bologna sandwiches and shitty meals the rest of his fucking life. He fucked up, man. He's not getting out of this one. We have human rights specialists coming in to prosecute this case because it's never happened. They have all the elements, so they busted him. This isn't going to go good for David, and I hope it doesn't go good for Michelle. She needs to fucking serve time. David's all, I paid a heavy price. He's all, let me pull my pad out of my underwear. And I'm tired, you guys. I'm fucking tired right now. I am. Like, I'm physically drained. I went to work today. I took the day off because I just don't feel good. I think it's just like I'm physically drained right now. So I'm gonna try and get some rest, and I don't think I'm gonna go to work tomorrow because I still don't feel good. Like, that's the thing. Like, all this stuck deep in the cult working for them. It's okay, Spitz. It's just time. It's patience now. Be patient. Keep reaching out to them, okay? Spitz. Keep reaching out to them. Keep extending that olive branch. Let them know you're thinking about them. Because let me tell you something, Spitz. When this all goes down, when all these properties are eventually taken, and they will be, these properties will be forfeited and they will be seized by the government. And when food starts becoming an issue, Spitz, people will start breaking off real fast. People will start breaking off real fucking fast. And here's something I think we should put on the channel too. If Michelle gets out, she's going to go and try and run the cult. If Michelle gets off with talking, she'll go back to the cult and try to run it. I guarantee it. She'll go try to get in on the money somehow. But they won't have any money to give. So Michelle will have to start all over. Not fucking valuable. COVID stratus. I don't know what it is, man. It sucks. Okay, Spitz, keep getting out to him. Who is it, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to, by all means, you don't have to say, but I'm just curious if we know which one it is. Is it James? Nate? Who else is there? I know James and Nate are still there. Jason's still there. Oh, guys. I'm tired. Like, this was a long day coming. It was a lot of energy expelled in the last fucking 6 months, last year on this, really nailing down the trafficking operation. And we dissected it multiple times. It was super fucking genius what David did, man. It really was. The way David set up his operation, man, holy shit. We literally watched the operation unfold. We did. We watched the whole operation unfold when he moved all those people into the hotel. And then he fucking showed us. He's like, oh, look, all my people are on the phone here 24/7. So you're literally telling everybody you're literally running a 24/7 fucking phone scam on the internet. So, hey, David, thanks for that, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for committing all your crimes on social media, David. Good looking out. Fucking dumb fuck. And in closing, you guys, don't ever commit your fucking crimes on social media, okay? Don't put anything in your phone that's going to incriminate you. Don't fucking take your phone anywhere if you're going to commit a crime, okay? Don't send text messages. Don't send pictures. Don't do anything on social media. Don't do it. They didn't text me with shit, but they did tell me they were there. They text me with the actual, like, the initial indictment when it first came out. I got a text message from a number that I'd never seen before. I was like, who the fuck is this? That, you guys, this is what's this is what's, and again, in closing, that's what's so great about this. Nobody got hurt. Every fucking cult we've ever known, people either fucking shot, killed, burned up, whatever. You want me to? I forgot. I was supposed to take you out to Lance. That's right. That's right. I was supposed to take you guys out to Lance. My apologies. Let's get Lance. Could get Lance up on here. They actually tried to get this video struck down too. I can't even spell VISITATION. Oh, he was so pissed. Yeah, here it is. So pissed.
As you were praying.
Okay, there's Ashley. We haven't seen her in a long time, man. We haven't seen her in a long time. She's a concern of mine.
All these tumors, quickly. Where is her? What is her name?
Yes, sir. Kelly Dwarka on Zoom.
One of his cult members.
Bring her up right now.
Kelly Dwarka.
There are people saying they can't hear well. We need to get this sound right quickly. That's such miracles. Now listen, this is not the time to jump off Zoom. There are miracles still happening. Let's hear their testimony quickly. There are so many cancers and tumors that were healed tonight. God said tonight was a tumor, cancer night. He was healing so many thousands with cancer. Cancer is leaving tonight. In Jesus' name.
You're fucking blinking all fast. Right here, watch his blinking pattern.
In Jesus' name. Cancer is leaving tonight.
Right there. Fucking liar.
In Jesus' name. People are saying the volume is low.
I never noticed until later on that these guys were actually looking at this screen right here. So that made me really pleased.
Get the volume up, guys. Come on. What happened? Where's the Kelly? Next, come on, move forward.
Yes, sir. Lance on Zoom said he had a tumor, Apostle, that he said fell off. He just reported that on Zoom, sir.
I told you, I just saw a tumor fall off. Get him, where is he, on Zoom?
Yes, sir. He said, Lance on Zoom said I had a malignant tumor that just fell off my neck, sir. Praise God.
I told you, hallelujah, that's power. I saw it tonight. Jesus showed me that. Where is it? Tell me. Come on, put him on. Put him on. Oh, your presence is so amazing. Such power flowing here. Where is Lance? Pull him up on the screen, guys.
Oh shit! That was when I was rocking the fucking mohawk too, man. That was when I was rocking the fucking hawk. Look, there's Nate, there's James, there's Klein. I don't know who that is. Her name's Brandon, I think. I don't know. This is one of the other Klein sisters. And then look at Joseph. Look at Joseph. I can't get over Joseph. Fucking asshole. Oh shit. Then look at David. He's seeing the screen too. You guys got to figure with this whole thing, they're all seeing it. All his followers, all his people on Zoom, his YouTube channel. Yeah, he actually tried to strike this video. Yeah. Look, watch Joseph. Watch him.
Pull Lance up on the screen.
On Zoom said I had a malignant tumor that just fell off my neck, sir. Praise God. On Zoom.
I told you, hallelujah, that's power. I saw it tonight. Jesus showed me that. Where is it? Tell me. Come on, put him on. Put him on. Bring him up on the screen. Oh, your presence is so amazing. Such power flowing here. Where is Lance? Pull him up on the screen.
Dude, that shit was some dedication. I had to make sure, man. Boom in your face, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. Look at him. Look at his face, too, man. I know, nobody got dinner that night. Just as like, I'm definitely not getting my sandwich tonight. Fucked up. But that's the kind of shithead David would be, too, though, you guys. This would fucking piss him right off. Just as I'm getting short of the peanut butter on my sandwich tonight. No peanut butter on my sandwich. I just get the jelly and half a slice of bread. Fucked up, man. But no, Joseph was eating like a fat fucking rat. You could tell.
Guys, pull Lance up on the screen.
Get Joseph. Oh, it's great. Oh, this is great. No, this was some of the best. This was some of the best fun we ever had. But Daffy Duck, I don't think you came in here when we played. Here we go.
We don't have to carry on like this. We don't have to fight. We can be friends. Why don't we find peace and love?
Daffy Dill.
But it's your choice. All I'm saying to you, I'm just trying to keep you from being doomed. Because the Son of God has appeared to me. I already know what he's going to
Fuck yeah, he saw that. Hell yeah, he saw it.
do to you. You got this other idiot, this faggot named Rich Holmes.
Daffy Dill, he knows me.
God's telling me to call that punk by name. He's up here speaking all this evil against us, against me on YouTube. You gonna die, Rich. God gonna.
He had to throw in the God gonna kill you.
Gonna kill you.
He had to throw in the God gonna kill you to protect himself.
Against us, against me on YouTube. You gonna die, Rich. God gonna kill you.
Veiled threats, yeah. Using God as a proxy, veiled threats, absolutely. Pitching my name in a death threat with God, yeah, that was very calculated.
If you don't repent.
Oh, it is, and I sent this to the FBI, Daffy Dill. And again, I'm going to end it here. I keep saying I'm going to end it, but I am. I did. I sent this up to the FBI, and I spoke to them about this. I had some pretty stern words for them. I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, you'll be in a car accident somewhere. You just die. You listen, God will take your life in one day.
Well, the FBI took your whole fucking kingdom in one day, David. 30 years, guys. 30 years this asshole's been doing this. Think of the fucking culture shock he's going through right now. I do. Yeah, that moon goddess. Yeah, fucking moon goddess on Catherine Crick. Yeah, I remember that. I do. Pretty sure I know who the guy who did it, too. This, Daffy Dill, this is how I knew David was in a weak state.
You better repent. Remember, you're a chariot wheel under the red sea to me. A lot of people follow, just few people are so deceived. They following that faggot. And I know he's controlled by Rick Frazier. He's a faggot too. All these pedophiles and these homosexuals, this generation following these faggot men. You a pussy, Rich Holmes.
That's probably the best fucking thing ever, man. Checkmate. Checkmate. That's when I knew we had him. That's when I knew for sure we had him. But right around that time, I was trying to pull records from the court too on another case. He probably seen it.
And I'm gonna say that's his real name. He called his name whatever. He got that fake name. His real name is Rich Holmes.
The only pussy David's ever gonna get is a fucking Fifi from prison. He ain't getting any. He's gonna get some man booty.
God gonna get you, faggot.
David. It's aged pretty well.
I know Christians, they not used to me. I'm a general. I'm not no, it's not going to side with you against me because I'm his friend and you not. Not like this, not on this level. He going to destroy you. And I'm saying this because I love my enemies and I want you to repent so you can.
I think I should send this one over to the news stations, right? Be like, hey, go. I'm just going to send this out. Nobody has this. Nobody has this video. It's unlisted, and it's only got 114 views. It's unlisted for this reason, because of how vulgar it was. I posted it and actually got a hit on it. I got a strike for it.
Can have salvation and be preserved.
That's why I have to react to it. You can't talk like this on YouTube. He took this video down because he fucking probably saw like, uh-oh, I fucked up. Uh-oh. And he did. He took the video down, then emailed me saying he's allowed to talk like that.
That's the point.
Because he's an apostle.
Listen, I love all of you. I've enjoyed this tonight.
He's all, I've enjoyed coming out here and shit talking everybody.
Teaching you about time and space and the 5 elements. Did y'all learn some? Wave your hands at me. I want to say to all, you a goner. God gonna get you. Rich home. About this rich home.
This is the second time.
And I've never said anything about this Rich Holmes guy openly, but God just said to me today, he said, you need to tell him that I'm going to kill him if he don't repent.
That was a loaded death threat, okay? That's a death threat. I don't give a fuck. Take God out of the fucking equation. That's just what David's doing to protect his life.
You hear that, Rich Holmes? You a goner. God gonna get you. You better repent. And everybody with you. His name was Ronell Barnes. You can look him up.
Oh, he was so pissed. I wasn't scared, no. I wasn't scared of David. I was scared of his cult members. I told the feds that too. I told them. You want to know? I told the feds. I was like, look, personally, I'm not scared of that fat slobby fuck, but I am scared of his cult members because they know where I live. I did tell the feds that, and I was like, I want you guys to fucking document that. My dad's like, I want you guys to fucking document that right now. That I'm not scared of David, but I am scared of his cult members because his cult members will be the one to do something, not David. It will be the cult members to do it. I was never scared of David, this fat fuck. He wasn't going to do anything to me. But his cult members would. His cult members were actually trolling my Yelp page at one time. For my business, yeah. Nope, they were sending me messages and shit on Yelp. I don't know, Rathel. I haven't been told anything. I haven't been told anything, Rathel. If he does, if I am, I don't know. They haven't told me anything. This very well, because I did send this to the FBI. I have sent a lot of emails, photos, channels, videos, all kinds of shit. I should send this one. I should mass email news stations. That's what I'll do tomorrow, I think. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I think this will come up in court. I think this will. I will, because I think this will show like the depravity and how David thought he just was above everything and above everybody else and that he could do and say whatever he wanted. I really do. They have this. I sent this to the feds right here. And this is when they called me a week later. I was like, this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. And I told them, I was like, people wonder why fucking shit gets shot up all the time. Is because of shit like this. Just saying. People wonder. I think I should say David E. Taylor death threats. Yeah. Apostle David E. Taylor death threats. I'm sure they'd love to fucking have this content. They would. Nobody has this. Nobody has this video right here. And you guys I'm going to take all the comments off for obvious reasons. If you watch it, just don't comment on it, okay? I would ask that you guys do that. I'll actually turn the comments off on it because I'm going to send this over to the news now. I didn't think about this one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be shown to the jury. I really do. Yep. Oh, his followers know about this video. They all watched it when it happened. They all watched it. They were all watching when it happened. The fuck? His followers watch him. They all watched it. That's why I say this is a groundbreaking case. We have the evidence. David committed all his fucking crimes on social media. Everything he ever said, did, done, whatever. Right here. It was right fucking here, man. It was right here. It's all on social media. And we told David, don't do it. I love y'all, man. Y'all have a fucking badass evening. Thanks for sticking in with it. Again, you guys, the ones that stuck in with it and knew we were onto something. Thank you. Thank you. More to follow. More to follow. We got a lot of work to do. This is just the start of something a lot bigger, like Cliff said. Rich, we got a lot of work to do. This is something bigger, Rich. I fucking want to thank you guys, man, from the bottom of my fucking heart for just sticking in with it, man. This wasn't an easy task. I fucking knew it wasn't going to be either. I knew it wasn't going to be either. I really did. I knew when it came down to it, it wasn't going to be easy. It would take time. It would be a process. It would be hurry up and fucking wait. That's all it was going to be. But for now, man.